They suck so bad. I hate them.
Fair enough.
I like them. They're convenient sometimes.
Oh my god, it's working.
They're a
Fucking
pain to moderate though.
They're always too small, and you don't get any notifications from them.
Yeah,
it's just a bad feature.
Yeah, I'll stick with
I actually think it's a good feature.
All right. Hello.
Discord hasn't released a good feature in years.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay.
Hello.
Sure people can hear
That's a sick overlay.
Thank you.
I think it's a good feature. It's not a bad feature. It can be better though.
It could be a good feature, but it isn't.
Yes. Hello, everyone. Hello, stream. We're live.
Hi, chat. We've returned.
The stream
Ooh.
finally is working. The overlay is slightly stretched and a little scuffed, but honestly, I'm happy.
Prepared to be entertained.
You got it working.
It doesn't look. Honestly, it doesn't look too bad.
Prepared to be entertained, or else.
I just might have to add a little bit slightly. Actually, I wouldn't be able to I don't have to change much to this. I just have to change basically the design on the side.
Hey, true. If you break it while making these adjustments, I will kill you.
Oh, don't worry,
Personally,
I'll die first.
I will find you.
Yeah, but yeah, I won't be doing that now. That is not now. That is future me's problem. For now, let's play some D&D.
What's that?
That's fair.
I forgot.
Yeah. I don't know how willing people are to play a little bit later. I'll always try. I'll see if people are willing to play like half an hour later, maybe or so, give or take, because technically I have to do stuff afterward. But like, at least so we have a decently long session.
Same.
I apologize profusively for everyone because of everything.
Well, hey, I gotta be entertaining for an extra 20 minutes.
That's fair. That is very fair. Nonetheless. Also, oh shit, almost forgot for all this. Dice! Hooray!
They get to listen to my amazing voice. It's a gift.
Speaking of your voice, which I mean that matters subjective on whether or not people think it's pretty. I'm afraid
I didn't say it was pretty. I said it was a gift.
Well, yes, that is still a matter of subjective, matter of perspective, or subjective. Whatever. Get out.
I have no idea.
You know words.
Leave.
I still have mono muted, so
get out here. Scram. Get out.
You can't tell me what.
Thank you. All right. So, as a present, I suppose as a present for helping me to fix the everything with what's going on with this thing. Ren, pick a color.
Purple.
Nice. And who hasn't picked a color in a while? All right, first come first serve. Who's picking a color? Damn, no one. All right. Everyone was like, "Wow, I'm surprised no one even like perked up." Like,
I was trying not to like just shout out purple and get my color privileges revoked again.
Well, yeah, because you already picked purple. I already have purple.
Well, I mean, like last week you revoked my privileges.
Well, because this time I asked for it, and technically, because I mean, you already chose, so yours is kind of null. But
yeah. I was gonna do it, but then I heard no one going, and I was like, "This will be funnier if I say nothing."
God fucking damn it! At least someone finds this funny. Anyway, Artemis, pick a fucking color.
Green.
Thank you. We're going with Beast Boy colors. All right.
Oh shit.
Amazing. Green and purple. All right. And I suppose
I have a quick thing I need to say. Around 5:50, can we have a short pee break so I can return my friend to her home?
That's fine. Yeah, we can take a break about like an hour.
He lives very close by, so I don't want to be here forever.
I apologize.
You'll be kidnapped.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for keeping your friend hostage.
We're kidnapping them. They're gonna be forced to listen to the D&D thing forever.
Yeah. I'm sorry. You're forced to be in D&D forever.
Forever.
Oh, you know.
But yes, all right. I suppose, without further ado, I should probably. This is fine. My brain is frazzled, and we're kind of running on fumes, but we're doing fine. Where's the music?
Yay!
There it is. I suppose. Well, without further ado, I should probably ask one of the party members what happened last time we left our heroes.
For the guy.
Can I
He's
do
down.
this one?
Ooh.
I do this one.
Go ahead.
You have the floor.
Sorry.
Okay, so from the perspective of someone who just woke up like 2 minutes from a nap, walked outside and everyone was fighting, Kime was exceptionally confused when she saw that a bunch of freaking elves had attacked the orcs in the camp where they'd all been staying, including the most assholey, mustachioed elf of all time, who hates her and Vigilance and almost everyone in the party with a vengeance that just... Holy vengeance, perhaps, because he was a paladin too.
That's not true. He had a beard.
I thought it was a mustache.
It was more like a sideburn mutton chop kind of situation.
Jay Schlatt.
So yeah, sort of.
Oh, don't say that.
More imagine like very like Civil War general kind of beard.
I was imagining like really bushy
like,
mustache. Okay.
He looks like General Lee.
Oh, okay.
He looks like who?
Got it.
Can I look up what General Lee looks like?
I think General Lee, he has like a full proper beard.
Yeah.
Hang on.
He looks like the general from General Krieg. He looks like General Krieg from Legend of Vox Machina.
Look up General Burnside. That's what his hair looks like. That's what his beard looks like, I should say. It looks exactly like that. He doesn't have the bald spot,
dude.
But
no wonder it's called sideburns. Holy shit!
Like golden blonde, massive fucking sideburns and mustache. No beard on the chin. Like no goatee.
I can't understand how this was ever a fashion statement.
Yeah, he also has the big. Of course, he also had like the big poofy like Renaissance hat.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I hate people.
Yeah, he is a time. Just imagine that red in the face, just fucking screaming, decked out in armor with a fucking paladin lightsaber sunblade thing.
I would be laughing. I am sorry. This is tense, but man, this bitch got no style.
Fair enough. But nonetheless, Golfy, continue.
So yes, so Kime wakes up, sees all this violence and happening. There's just shit going down. The boars are released.
Oh yeah.
Vigilance gets hurt and proceeds to get possessed by void thingy and go feral. Kime decides. Ogilvy has his face burned off, partially in a very Zuko-esque fashion, but he's a bird, so it looks kind of weird. Kime decides that what she's gonna do is just gonna she's gonna use a spell to make the big boss fight her and her only. Mm-hmm. So she does that and defeats him, but now there's possessed Vigilance, who's just kind of there. Also, and we gotta take him down.
Oh yeah.
And then also like the saddest, most like pathetic elf ever. Like she was just like, why was she there?
Oh yeah,
I mean,
she surrendered. She's not. She surrendered. She's out
Vigilance,
of combat.
If you kill her. You kill her.
No. We didn't kill her, did we?
Not yet.
I mean,
no.
Possessed Vigilance.
I don't even know if Vigilance knows where she is right now. I literally cannot see a thing.
Yeah. We ended last time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we ended last time just as Calwyn was incapacitated.
And
we
does
didn't
not
kill him.
spotted
He's
the
not
third
dead.
boar.
I'll mark him X'd out that he's, basically unconscious. He's not in battle, but like, yeah, he's not dead. But nonetheless, so, is there anything else that the party recalls that they feel is important to note?
There's the third boar.
There's a third
That's
boar.
right! Yeah, you saw, you looked over in the pen that just like, oh, fuck.
Yeah. Just because he was just because the Cowan what's his face was knocked out doesn't mean the battle is over yet.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is very, very true. Anything else? Also, Duple, you're still muted. Duple?
Sorry, what?
I was saying you're still muted. Just wanted to bear that in mind. Wasn't
Oh,
sure if you were
it's
intentional.
okay. I was explaining vigilance to my friend.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, vigilance
Gotcha.
is a whole story. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, he's a
He's the
tiefling
egg
that's
boy.
having a lot of issues right now.
He's had issues his whole life.
Touche! But that's besides the point. Alright. I suppose as a final question... well, actually, unless there's anything else that the party wishes to bring up.
Are the boars still there?
Yeah, they're still there.
Yep.
Okay, they vibing?
They're still screaming.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hey, if you need any dying pigs shrieks, I am all here for you.
that is... I will keep that in mind. Alright.
Thank you.
Alright, suppose then if there is nothing else, as a final bonus question, what day is it currently in game?
The same as
I
last
saw
time.
where you posted it.
Hmm?
Is
It's
it
the same as
showing
last
you
time.
where you have it posted?
That is correct. It is the same as last time, but what was the number?
23rd.
Tuesday.
Hilarious. But yes, that
Almost
is,
Halloween.
but yes, that is correct. It is the 23rd of Portum, which is effectively this world's equivalent of October.
Is it Tuesday?
October, more like Cocktober.
Hilarious.
I just had to say it, dude.
Right, what, you wanted to fucking medal? No, I'm kidding.
Yes.
Well, too bad. Anyways, I suppose I cannot promise a medal. However, I can promise inspiration shall be given out. Though, however, we shall see to whom the fates are smiling kindly upon this day. First one is a 4, so Nari gets a point of inspiration. And secondly,
Have I ever not gotten inspiration?
good question. Do you have 3?
Well, no, I keep using them.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Yeah, it's interesting how the dice roll out that way. Anyway, next one
You're just lucky.
is a 3. So, unfortunately for me,
Those things in the
Volka
drawer?
gets a point of inspiration.
Why, unfortunately for you?
Anyway, no, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Duple, you're fine. Either way, but yes, you still get the point of inspiration. Now then, I suppose, without further ado, I only have one final question to ask. Is everyone ready to play some Dungeons and Dragons?
Yeah!
What was that, Duple? You okay? You sound like you're choking.
Are you okay?
Are you okay?
Sound like someone was like coughing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just Hulk Hogan your way into D&D.
God. All right. So then,
Hank Hogan. Sorry, not Hulk Hogan.
unable to play track.
Uh-oh.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, there we go.
Fucking... Okay, there we go.
Alrighty. So
I have it muted.
we last, I believe, as we last left off, the raging, overzealous, fanatical, many would call a psychopath. The one Calvin Karen Suarez, also one who many say had horrible fashion sense, now lay unconscious but breathing at left at Hime's feet. And while there is a look of unease and a sudden look of tension on the eyes of many of the Kinerethi currently at the outskirts of the village, combat is not yet over. So,
good to know that we are fucked.
Well, that's yet to be seen. As for the Kinerethi themselves, I believe there are no more currently active Kinerethi members on the battlefield, at least in your part of the world, in your neck of the woods. So, passing over them, it is now Sorosum's turn. Sorosum looks down, is currently looking down at the elf woman who is currently surrendering. Like stick up in hand, just looking. All right, what's the next thing we're dealing with? As Sorosum looks over to see Vigilance, right in front of this currently dead Kinerethi body on the ground. Eyes blacked out with this viscous sort of jet black, almost like this blood or sap kind of viscous substance pouring from the eyes. The arm that once was hidden by like a glove and a sleeve, the fabric over top of it is starting to burn and smolder, revealing the charcoal and burnt sort of tree bark crawling all the way up to the shoulder. Now currently just kind of like with embers kind of fizzling and fuming on the edges and smoke billowing from from Vigilance's body. The horn, I believe it was the left horn. Left or right? I can never remember. I believe it's the left one.
Left.
His right, I believe. Or
The right horn. Well, yeah, his right.
Everyone else is left.
Where previously the horn almost seems to be sort of hollowed out on the inside, almost like a chimney. At this point, the horn has since also began covering in bark, as that bark is as the burning sort of charred wood is also creeping up the neck and up the back of his head. Branches are almost splitting and cracking and popping off of where this horn is, and the smoke that was sort of just a mild, like almost like a candlewick flame before, is now pluming and currently churning out of Vigilance's skull. As currently Sorosum is looking at this, just fuck me. Just looking down at the stick that he currently has, looking over at Ogre, this isn't normal, right?
I don't think so.
Fuck me.
Vigilance does a lot of stuff that might not be considered normal.
Yeah. I'll probably say it's probably as far as you could say, as at this point he's like, shit, well, he doesn't look, alright! He just runs in, just unsure what to do, as he just goes to
oh my god, Soros.
He just goes to bonk Sorosum on the
We need him alive!
Yeah, Sorosum's gonna go and bonk Vigilance on the head with a stick. Or bonk they say bonk Sorosum? Sorosum's bonking Vigilance on the head.
Yeah.
That is... Oh shit, I need to check the document. Does a 13 hit?
Yep. Vigilance is paper.
Right. That is fair. In that case, you end up taking 1 point of bludgeoning damage.
Fair enough.
And however, as you do take damage, you can once again make the wisdom save.
Wisdom save.
Imagine it just ends right now. Vigilance gets bonked and wakes up, and it's like, what?
How was that?
You have succeeded on the wisdom save. So,
oh, good!
Does he just get bonked and wake up?
Yes!
So, with a with a low audible wooden thunk on the basically right in Vigilance's forehead as he turns to look in this direction, I will say, Vigilance, you almost, you are aware of the presence in your mind once again, and you currently have the option to try to reach back from the brink.
Yeah, since Vigilance is a little bit more aware now, yeah, he'll try.
Okay, so everyone would watch as now the smoke begins to sort of sputter and die off. The previously glowing sort of orange and red wooden arm is starting to cool once again to grays and blacks and coat itself with ash. The shadowy inky black at the edge of his eyes slowly begins to creep back in, back towards back to the pupils where they normally should lie. And Vigilance, where before you felt a thunderous, almost cacophonous heartbeat pounding like a drum right in your ears, the noise begins to grow quieter once again, and as you hear this loud, audible kind of as your horn like refuses back into place.
Oh boy.
Love that.
Yeah, back into that hollow sort of chimney sort of shape that you're used to before. You regain control of your body, and you will be able to see once again. Give me a second.
What the fuck just happened?
Went dark and spooky.
Duple, can you do
You
like
tell
a
me.
screaming pig noise for me?
Yeah, let me practice it again.
Oh, he's other muted.
Yeah.
Practicing.
Perfect.
God, I love that!
Damn, that's actually very good.
Nice.
Thank you.
Now it
I've
is
been
the boar's turn.
Oh no, there's two!
As Vigilance, you're like, what the fuck was that? As you slowly turn to look behind you, seeing the massive, still raging boar, and now you see there's two of them.
Oh, fuck.
One of them is currently being controlled by an orc woman, like almost kind of like as they're kind of bucking and kicking and slowly beginning to calm down. The other one is currently unmanned and is going to attack randomly. High, it goes for Volca. Low, it goes for Vigilance.
No!
As high, so it's going for Volca.
Oh, great.
Oh
Okay.
no.
What do I have to do? I have to roll something?
You don't roll, though hopefully it rolls low enough. Hang on.
Okay, there we go.
Where's my giant boar? There it is.
You attacked you personally.
That isn't, does an 18 hit?
My armor class?
Yes.
Yes, very much.
Alrighty. In that case, you take 6 points of slashing damage as you're like, finally, Vegetar, tonk! As you feel the sharpened boar tusk bury itself into your side, and you're tossed up into the air a few feet. Before just kind of flipping and tumbling and basically impacting back down to the ground before quickly trying to stand and scamper back up on your feet like, oh fuck, ow, that hurt.
Just a normal Saturday.
Yep. So yeah, you take 6 points of damage.
Lovely. 6 points of fucking damage. Okay.
Oh, actually, technically before all that shit happens, there is still another clash.
Oh.
I will say,
okay.
if one of the party members could please roll for me a singular d20.
I will try.
Sorry, dude.
Actually, wait, wasn't Warcry used last round? Was it last round or the round before? Oh no, sorry. Oh wait. Now I remember the last round you summoned another boar. That was it. That was the last greater action. Okay, so yeah, this is a. Oh, okay, that's an 8. Now, because Calwyn is dead, the clashes for the Kinerethi are now at disadvantage.
He's not dead.
Well, he's incapacitated. He has been defeated.
He's taking a fat nap.
He's just drooling on the floor, like
And-
right next to the fire.
And that's a
By
6.
singeing his mustache.
So the orcs win the clash. So,
Yay!
from the actions listed
Orcs.
before... Oh god, I have to find them again.
Orc gang.
You guys to scroll way up in D&D things
There
again.
we go, I found it. There we go, I replied to it in the D&D things. So it's supporting volley, supply run, war cry, or reinforcements.
Should we just pummel them into the ground?
Do we... I mean, that would be good for, like, keeping up, like, good relations, and we're trying to, like, not screw up things with, like, Sorsen and the Elf Lady, I think? I don't know.
I mean, yeah, that's a question. What do you, I mean,
It is a question.
So far, the Keenerethi
Yeah,
have
that
been
is
mostly
fair.
incapacitated, and I will say at this point, because of Callan being defeated, it looks like the Keenerethi are on the ropes and they're going to retreat.
We
War
should,
cry would be useful, I guess, for getting the boars back
Yeah.
in.
The most I will say is that for Warcry, the inspiration gained from Warcry only lasts until combat is over.
Didn't we do Warcry last time?
No, we summoned the pig, I think.
Yeah, you
Or
did.
we
Okay,
do
you did Warcry last
Yeah.
time, but that was a few rounds before. You did Warcry, and then and then the next round after you summoned another boar.
Okay.
the boars.
I think that Volka personally would want to do something like super aggressive, but I know that that's just her because she's genuinely just pissed off at fucking elves right now. And I doubt that the rest of the group wants to follow that, but that is where her brain is at.
Ogilvy's kind of pissed at the elves too. Let's be real.
Yes.
Oh, I was about to say thank you, Mitchum. I was about to message about that. But yeah, so but yeah, again, your options are supporting volley, a volley of arrows rains on all enemy units, dealing 1d4 piercing damage each. Supply run, a helpful villager gives a random party member a healing tonic. War cry gives all allies inspiration, and the allied regiment has advantage on the next clash, can't be used twice in a row. And reinforcements, 1d4 orc warriors join the fight.
I would say we either do war cry again, or reinforcements could be like a show of strength. Like maybe not necessarily to fight, but to be like, we still have people here, and you cannot beat us.
I will say at this point, there are no longer any fighting Keenerethi on your battlefield. As in, like, you know, the only Keenerethi that exist that are, you know, basically are in combat with you guys, and they're running. So
okay, what do you guys think?
It's either that or war cry.
Okay.
I'm for war cry.
Okay.
Okay, we can do war cry then.
All right. So all of you guys get another point of inspiration until combat ends.
Gamer.
So boar already went. Next up then, Volka. There's a giant boar in your face that is currently kicking and screaming.
Man, I kind of want to beat the fuck out of him, but you know he's cute, and you know I feel like that wouldn't.
Yeah, you're
be
also
helpful.
aware that these boars are owned by the tribe.
Yeah, I kind of just want to hop on him for fun. I'll be honest.
You want to rodeo the pig?
Yeah, because I mean, I feel like if I need to attack something, it'd be useful to have a fucking pig, you know.
Okay.
So I'm gonna yeet onto the pigoo.
All right. I'll say firstly. Oh shit. Sorry, something came up. You know what? I'll say roll an animal handling check to see if you're able to gain control of this pig. Yeah, no.
Could have been better.
Yeah, the boar, as you start trying to, like... Because currently it's, like, spinning and, like, looking around in different directions and, like kicking and snorting. And is basically, yeah, it looks like it's panicking. So, like, as you go to try to, like, run to its side and jump onto its flank, it just kicks you straight in the gut and kind of knocks you back to the ground. Not enough to take any damage, but, like, it just kind of knocks the wind out of you as the thing is continuing to just, you know, flail.
Alright, I guess I'm not a badass. That's okay.
Alright.
Alright.
I believe that ends your turn, unless you're doing anything else.
No, I'm gonna just vibe.
Okay, next up it is the orc's turn. The orc is also going to take the same idea, and also try to get control of the boar.
Gamer.
As they also roll hot garbage.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, as you get kicked in the gut and knocked over flat on your ass, the orc in front of it is trying to like hold its arms out, trying to corral it in. Before it just kind of pushes and snorts and kind of charges forward as the orc just it like quickly like dodges out of the way as this thing continues to squeal. Vigilance, big angry pig.
Yeah. What can I do?
Good question. So far, the only enemy you're seeing at this point, like Callan's on the ground unconscious. All the other Kinarethi that were fighting you guys are dead. This lady over here has since surrendered and she's like basically in a fetal position. And Solwyn looks like they just hit you with a stick.
Right. What can I do on the pig that we're trying not to kill? I'm assuming we're trying not to kill it.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of want to try... You know, yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna try cause fear on the pig.
Oh? Sure. Yeah. Wisdom save.
You wake in the sense of mortality.
That is a total of 4.
Yeah, that fails.
So the pig is now frightened. I believe it also has to run away from you.
It's just frightened.
Oh, no, sorry, I'm thinking of a different thing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sorry, yep, the pig is now indeed frightened. As where, briefly, it looks, you could kind of hear, like, the snorting and grunting. We're also partially out of, like, frustration and anger. Now it's purely in fear, as it's almost, like, flailing around like a cornered animal. Like, kicking and biting and screaming. And it is, like, whenever, like, it finally spins around and makes contact with, like, makes eye contact with you. You watch as it almost starts to backpedal, like halt and start, like, scrambling away from you. Looks like it's ready to bolt in the opposite direction.
Oh.
Ogilvy.
I mean, at least it's not going to attack us.
Hello.
Well, actually, sorry. My apologies. Are you doing anything else with your turn, Vigilance, or is that you?
I can't think of anything else I would be doing.
Okay.
Maybe I'll take
Ogilvy.
a step away. I'll take a step away, actually. Yeah.
It'll make an attack of opportunity at disadvantage. You know it is a frighten.
Oh wait, I forgot about that. Oh well. I already made the choice.
Both of those were high.
Oh no.
That is a 16 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Alright. So as you try, like, sucker, as you turn away from the boar, you just all of a sudden get a boom! Just feel like a hoof to the back of the head.
Oh!
As you take... total... Wait, oh no.
What?
That is another 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh my god.
You realize that I'm hurt now, and doesn't that technically,
Wisdom save?
Yeah.
Oh no!
Okay, you're fine.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Barely, but you're fine. Oh, also, one thing remember, after, I forget, if you didn't mark another point of corruption down after previous session, you have another one now.
Okay. I'll go ahead and do that then.
I believe now it is up to 3.
I believe so too. Yes.
Okay, good to know. But yes,
Vigilance, are you by chance hit, bloodied, or hurt?
I am hurt.
Okay. That's bad.
yeah. So,
It is.
as you just feel that sudden boom slam at the back of your head, you almost feel that almost like a drum that pounding slam back into your mind once again for a moment. It's almost echoing and like deafening, like thunderclaps with each pounding in your eardrums. Before eventually you just kind of like quickly put up a hand to your ear, like, get out of my head, get out of my head, and you would manage to avoid having that happen again.
Yeah.
That could have been bad.
Yeah, I could have.
Concentration check for the core sphere, which is a concentration spell.
That too.
Oh. Yeah, that's Constitution, right?
Concentration.
Yeah.
Disadvantage because of your abilities. Yep.
I mean, it's gone.
Yep. And
Shit.
so where
That was useless.
yeah, where the boar kicking and screaming, where previously the boar was now writhing and screaming with fear, now it's back to fear and anger again. As it's just as it, you know, the foretelling continues. Anyways, Ogilvy. Looks like several of your friends are trying to rodeo this boar.
I see this. So, first of all, Ogilvy reacting to vigilance. Since it looks to him like he just got drop kicked.
Yup. Yeah. That's about accurate.
Yeah.
Oh
my god, Ogilvy has no magic.
Oh, Mitch, I'm sorry.
Ogilvy is so useless.
I mean, hey. Go if you want to be daring, if you want to try to pull a pro gamer move.
Pro gamer?
God, Ogilvy is such an idiot, he would. Such an idiot little owl. Alright, you little idiot. I just can't stop berating him right now.
You're a little idiot, but you're my little idiot. Like
Exactly. So he's gonna hop himself sadly over here at least. So he can try to... What should he try to do? Should he try to hit it? They're trying to control this thing. I think he's just gonna be stupid and try to hit it.
Okay.
Pet him.
Pet him?
Well, I mean that's up to Ogilvy. If Ogilvy wants to bonk, he's gonna bonk.
Yeah, Ogilvy's a bonker.
Alright, roll for bonkage.
Bonk.
Also, Mission, you should have my status now. Sorry, I didn't realize that. I only just saw the message. That unfortunately misses. As you're looking on at this scene, just like, where the fuck do I get a hit? And as you're like, whoa, hey, easy now. Like this thing is just a mass of fur and tusks and just screaming. So you're like, where the? Oh, okay. And like also your leg is kind of throbbing a little bit, you know, from the exertion. Your
face is throbbing.
Yeah, like you're hurting all over.
I'm pretty sure one eye is closed right now.
Probably. Like you just say, like, what is it? What the fuck is this? Is this even worth it? What is happening?
It's not worth it. As he bonks,
That's
or
fair.
attempts to.
Calvin is unconscious. Nari.
Sick.
Hello. So this boar is under control, right?
Correct. This one is not.
So how does the one still in the pen look? Is it just vibing, or is it also pissed?
It looks distressed, though it doesn't look like it's bolting for the exit currently. Then again, you see the orchid over here is currently trying to close that door shut to make sure more of the boars don't come out.
Okay. Well, this is a risk. I jump over that boar. I look to the kid and I say, man, just calmly keep it open. as a bonus action, I I will healing word this boar as
Okay.
Nari takes from like she has a belt with just a bunch of druid bullshit hanging off of it.
Various like herbs and like maybe a small dagger and other like memorabilia.
She has just a patch of fur that she keeps there. It happens to be just as big as her hand, and she will just start petting the boar as a bonus action with healing word. Giving it. Let me roll that first.
So your healing
regains
word
that much.
Yeah, as I also take 11 points. No.
No.
Yeah, I joke. So to clarify, you're healing word, but then you're also petting the boar with a piece of fur, or are you taking a piece of fur from the boar?
I'm petting the my boar with a piece of fur.
Oh, right, to prevent. Okay,
I'm
no, that makes sense.
So that I don't poison it.
That's fair. That's very
and
fair.
Basically, she would be trying to lead it back into the pen. If she
All right,
can.
in that case, roll for me an animal handling check with advantage.
Cool. Let's see. Animal handling.
I wish dire boars were real so I could give him a kiss.
That's fair.
23.
Yeah. I will say, like, the boar, like, each of these boars are about the size of a bison. Like, they're, like, at the shoulder, they're probably about 10 or 11 feet tall. Like, these things are huge.
The wild bison are returning to the UK.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, I remember seeing anything about that. Nice. But anyways, with a 23, as you watch this thing is kicking and screaming, you manage to, as its eye contact, as its eyes turn over to look at you, and the head turns, the hooves like start kicking up dirt, getting ready to charge by the looks of it, and you quickly just kind of rush in. Like putting the fur covered hand on its snout and just start rubbing, like trying to quickly like easy buddy, and like where you can feel the hot like musky breath, like coming through the nostrils, just going down onto you. Luckily it's moist, which for you is fine, but others would be a bit more uncomfortable. As eventually, and like it. The the motions and the tail flicking slowly begin to quiet, as eventually the boar stops and has been pacified.
Yeah, she's basically with one hand rubbing its snout like on the side and stuff, and with the other like gently, leading it by the tusk into the pen.
Yeah, it just
that like gentle but firm leading. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm familiar. Yeah, as you just hear like snorting and just kind of slowly making its way forward. It looks like it's still a little tense. There's a little guard, but it's letting itself be pulled. As you slowly manage to guide it towards the pen. And I'll say at this point, because all of the hostile creatures have been pacified, combat ends.
Woohoo!
All right.
None of us died.
Darn! I wanted to wrestle a boar.
Good. That would have been fun.
That's fair. That's fair.
I still wrestle a boar. No, Cuban wouldn't do that, but I want to.
No. All right. So let me also change the music then.
There's a blue shell. Did you hear that?
What?
Sorry, my friend is playing Mario Kart on the DS.
Gotcha.
And I got pet by a blue shell. I was like,
okay, all right. So yeah, so try to keep it quiet. So yes, as the smoke begins to settle and the blood begins to soak upon the battlefield, that's when you begin to hear shouts and panic at the edges of the edges of camp. Shouts in Elvish mostly. Mostly shouts of fear and of retreating. for those who understand the tongue. And as many of them begin to flee, climbing back up the rocky sort of cliff face, and like trying to escape from whence they came, you see arrows flying, spears being chucked as some of the bodies get pelted and covered and drop back down to the ground. As many of the Kinerethi also get slaughtered in this attempted retreat. So. Now the combat is finally over, I will roll to see how many casualties were sustained by both sides. So...
More casualties? 0.
Now... Okay, I'm trying to... The Kinerethi only succeeded on one... on one clash, if I recall. So... Okay, so as many of the orcs you hear now roaring and cheering, and sort of yelling out at the fleeing Kinerethi, you do watch after about a few minutes of this loud cacophonous, just pure joy and adrenaline. Just the voices of all of these orcs out in the fields. You watch as it eventually begins to die down, and as you see bodies being moved, both Kinerethi and otherwise, being drawn back into the camp, you see about 6 or so dead orc warriors being dragged in from the battlefield. And being put separately and being laid a lot more respectively. Well, both are being treated respectively, but the orc bodies are being kept separate. As well from the Kinerethi corpses. This is going to be quite a few more, because it was almost unfair. Oh shit. Sorry, I'm trying to do some math. So, you count in total about 22 Kinerethi bodies.
Jesus.
Oh boy.
Jesus.
Compared to the 6 orcs that got killed during this fight. As the bodies are being dragged in, and the sense of joy from before is now felt, but there is also that feeling of like, okay, there is time for celebration later, as people are very quickly just kind of getting to work, bringing in bodies, gathering weapons from the fields, and like just assessing the situation. You can hear some babies and children crying in some of the huts, which are orcs are coming back to console them. Now,
can we help out stuff?
That's up to you. Kime, as you kind of start walking, you once again kind of like your foot kind of taps against Calwyn's body at your feet. Very a bit haggard, but still breathing. Just.
We should probably restrain / contain him, because we're gonna want to talk to him later, I assume. Kime's like looking around at her party for like, is this good? Am I doing good? Is this a good idea?
Ogilvy is nodding. Put him where the other guy was. Put him where Pretty Boy was. Only smaller. Much smaller.
Volka would agree, even if inside she would be like, dude, just kill him. But she'd be like, we need diplomacy right now.
We
should probably make sure he doesn't have any more weapons or anything on him that he could use.
Loot him.
Ooh, can Ogilvy like ransack him? Like loot him?
Sure. Do you guys want to?
Yes.
You guys want to loot all? You guys want to loot all of your guys' Kinerethi bodies?
Yeah.
Sure.
Alright.
Can Ogilvy loot him? Like or does Kime want to loot him?
Well, I was gonna say because Calvin
Kime gets first dibs on that loot.
I actually think vigilance is like it considers it, and then realizes Sorsen is right there. Is like, ooh, that'd probably be weird to do.
Sorosum is like looking around at the bodies, like he see like there's a lot. You can see there's a bit of a slew of emotions looking through Sorosum's head as he's looking on, but also just kind of looking a bit shocked at everything, just like.
Would he mind?
He probably
the
knew
fact
these
that we're
people.
looting?
He probably knew some of these people. Oh no.
You doing okay there?
Oh.
I don't know, to be honest with you.
You want to get away from all this? Head back in.
Yeah.
All right, I'll go with Sorsen just away from this, I guess.
Yeah, he just starts. He just kind of starts walking towards the cave before just kind of taking a glance down at taking a glance down at Callowin as he walks past, and just kind of says under his breath, "No, I never did like you." As he just.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not dead yet.
Yeah, as he just goes back towards the cave.
Yeah.
Which bodies can Ogilvy loot?
Out of all the people that were killed, there are 4 Kinarethi bodies that you folks are entitled to.
Sweet.
The orcs mainly ask that the bodies themselves be kept.
Oh yeah, no, he wouldn't do that. He just wants to see if there's anything shiny. What do I roll for shiny?
This would be an investigation check.
Sweet.
18. Give me a second. Alrighty, so looking at these, looking at the Kinarethi. Okay. This is gonna be a weird question, weird thing. But roll a D100 for me.
Okay. Where is that? There you are. Just one. Wait, roll? Hold on.
Roll it one more time. Okay. So, in total from these guys, you find about... you managed to find about 23 golds. Or, sorry. Well, technically, it's about 23 golds worth of silver.
Okay.
Which is 230 silver.
So much jingle jangle, so much jingle jangle.
230 silver, about 20 copper. Like a number of these Kinarethi dudes were pretty heavily. At least they have a pretty sizable coin bags. Or like, coin bags on their side. You also find, of course, their weapons, which includes. So pull that up. Give me a second. All the tabs once again. Oh yeah. You find 4 short swords, 4 long bows, and 4 suits of brigandine, which mechanically is equivalent to leather armor. Brigandine being the sort of like metal plate armor, kind of riveted together with like fabric over the top.
Okay.
You said 4 of those?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just typing real quick everything.
That's fine. And then from some some particular knickknacks.
Ooh, what kind?
This is interesting. You find on one of them they seem to have a personal like flask, like a water skin type of thing, very ornately decorated. However, you kind of uncork the cap and smell it. Whew, that's moonshine. Like, or it's something really boozy. Like, what?
Nice,
Moon
bro.
Moonshine.
Yeah, some type of strong elven booze.
In real life, I have 2 bottles of moonshine in my fridge.
Damn.
I don't drink; they're my sisters, but they are in my fridge. Cinnamon moonshine and ginger jalapeno moonshine.
Ooh. Okay.
The cinnamon one tasted really good. I just took a sip. Like I said, I can't drink.
That's fine. On the second one, you actually find a book.
Okay. Is it pretty?
Looking at the picture on it, it is it seems to be like 2 women currently embracing each other.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Like,
Nice.
However, like the sides and like the edges almost are kind of like wispy, and the picture is kind of blurry, like almost like a watercolor kind of picture.
Ooh.
Okay.
And the book itself, on the cover, the book itself is called Trauerzeit.
Elvish smut novel?
Ogilvy.
Yes.
Let me double check what languages you know.
Oh, I can tell you right now.
Let me check.
He does not know Elvish.
That's
He knows
fair.
Common, Noxtan, and Dwarvish.
Roll an intelligence check.
Okie dokie. Oh, wait, that was a saving throw.
That's
My bad.
save. Check. It's a check, not a save.
Okay, sorry. No, wait, not investigation. I'm sorry.
That's
I don't have intelligence. Apparently.
I think the modifier is the same, so I can keep the 12.
Okay.
I think. Actually, let me actually double check your character.
If not, I'll roll again.
Oh no, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. So with a 12, while you're not familiar with it yourself, you remember your dad going on looking at different books, and some of them were in Old Common.
Okay. Here, I'm writing that for you guys.
Yeah, which Old Common, like, as you open the book and start skimming through, it's almost like, where Common is, like, English, looking at this with Old Common, it's almost like Beowulf English.
Oh no, he knows it!
Like, almost like Beowulf kind of English, or, like, it's almost, like, very Germanic looking.
I had to learn how to read that in high school.
I did read
What?
Beowulf.
We had to learn how to read, like, entire passages of Old English.
Yeah, that was weird.
Like, we had to learn how to, like, recite, like, old rhymes and stuff, and, like, an entire poem, and I don't even remember it anymore, but we had to learn how to read it and write it and speak it.
But yeah,
for a regular English class.
But yeah, this book looks particularly old, and like it doesn't look like a recent copy. It looks like something, you know, like or at least like an older, like first-hand written, or like a basically a first edition book, if you will. Like, it's a little bit tarnished at the edges, but otherwise it's pretty much intact.
Sweet. How much of this can he take?
I mean, that's all the stuff you find on the bodies, unless any of the other party members want any of it. That's what you're grabbing from the 4 bodies.
Because he's a little bit selfish. He'll just start grabbing.
Yeah, you just start taking off their armor and shit, and like.
Yeah,
that's fair.
I think Volka might ask, like, later, like after everything's been cleared, be like, "Hey, can I check out that book?" Just for, like, curiosity.
Ogilvy holding it close to his chest. Why?
For research purposes.
Everyone's gonna be fighting for the book.
You know, I feel like I should have expected this. Anyway,
everyone wants to read the book.
This is the party that does gaydar checks. Are you surprised?
Wait, did we do a gay check for Helen?
We haven't done it in ages, to be fair. I get the feeling he's very straight.
If you wish
Me
to roll,
too.
I think you have rolled gaydar for Calvin at some point.
I wasn't here for that.
Either way, he's straight. I'm sorry to break it to you.
I mean, we wouldn't want him anyway.
That's fair. Anyways.
Okay, can I quick ask soon, as in, like, now for a pee break?
Oh, yeah.
You know what? I think that would be great, too.
That's fair. Yeah, we can take a quick break.
Okay, I will be back very, very shortly.
Me too.
All right.
Yeah, we can go until probably about 7 to coming back from the break. Like give it like 10-15 minutes.
Okay, yeah. See you then.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
I am probably going to go grab myself a Lunchable and be right back.
Alright. Let me try again to see if...
You're on break and now I'm here.
Hello.
Hi.
What are you want to be handed over?
Oh, the moonshine. Hand it over.
Oh. I see.
Your alcohol. Hand it over.
Fair enough. Alright. Let me see if I can find... Ooh, I know what I can play.
First edition holographic.
Bruh. First edition holographic, you know, freaking romance novel.
You know, I'm glad I bought the spooky book instead of the smut one.
Yeah. I am back.
I will say the cover of the book looks a bit like... It doesn't look overly romantic. It looks like they're both holding each other and crying.
So it's a sad book.
Yeah.
Sad boy Keenereth hours.
Sad boy Keenereth hours.
He just wants to hug, guys.
Yeah.
Got them problems, you wouldn't understand.
Bruh. You know what? You know what, just for the break, let's bring back those industrious ferrets. Why not?
Dude, I don't know. I can't... Man, I've listened to Industrious Ferrets so much, I don't know how long I'll be able to listen to it anymore.
That's fair. It'll only be until the break is over.
And I'm not saying it's bad, it's just like, wow, I listen to it a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
My cat is trying to climb on my laptop to get some of my beef jerky that I have. It's not really jerky either. It's literally just like it's like summer sausage, but in like long tube form.
Ah.
Huh.
I see.
My cat's trying to get it from me.
Might be able to do. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I think Taiga heard me say this, but good job, guys, on beating your boss. Congratulations.
Yeah! Congrats on beating your first big boss, guys.
Yay!
So you level up now?
No. Not yet.
Do we level up?
No.
I am contractually obligated to ask for a level up after anything significant happens in any game.
Yes. Yep. I'm. Yeah.
Nari eats a donut for the first time in their life. Do I level up now?
Yeah. You're getting that. You're catching on. You're catching on.
They walk an old lady across the street. Do we level up now? We're going off of the goalpost method. Yeah, we're passing a lot of posts right now. Man.
Simba's being silly. I gave him a tiny piece of the jerky stuff that I have, and he's refusing to eat and is just trying to get the long one in my hand.
Oh. He just really
But
wants that meat?
I'm smart. I know that small equals less good.
Big isn't always better. Oh, I can hear myself. On tying up.
It's not size that matters, it's what you do with it.
Exactly.
Dang it, I was gonna make that joke.
It's not the size of the boat, it's the motion of the ocean.
I am back.
Welcome back. Yeah, we heard that. We
Hi,
heard
back, I'm
ourselves
mono.
on the mic for a bit there.
What was that?
I heard myself coming through on your mic for a little bit there, but it's fine.
Oh, my bad.
You're good. Yeah, we were just talking about how size doesn't matter; it's how you use it.
Yeah, I've got a really big pencil, but doesn't mean I can draw well on it.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
Man, I've never been able to draw, so...
All you have to do is start. That's it. That's all there is to it.
I did.
I'm a very big, firm believer of all you gotta do is draw.
Yeah, just a matter of practice.
I started, and then I ran out of free time, so I stopped.
Oof, that's fair. That's unfortunate, but fair.
Also, why would I draw when I can just rewatch Kill la Kill for the 800th time?
I'll do that too. I'm on original Pokemon in Japanese, so it's like...
Oh, damn. Okay.
So, the only episode I have to make absolutely sure I skip is Electric Soldier Porygon.
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
fair.
It was actually the first time I realized I was epileptic.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
I was in high school and I was hanging out with my friends before church, and we were like, hey, why don't we look up this episode, because, you know, it's considered this lost episode here in America. Right. And it was easy to find. So we did, and we're all watching it, and we're all like, oh yeah, and I have an absent seizure, not knowing that I had one, and then was sick for the rest of the night, and it wasn't until later we discovered I had it.
Oh dear. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, so now that I know about, because it's been years now, obviously, so now that I know that I have it, it's like, we gotta make sure I skip that episode.
Yeah.
But I get to see the Taurus episode at least. The Taurus and the Tentacool episodes were banned.
Oh, yeah.
Which is the one where James had tits.
Oh yeah, that one was banned too. It was a summer episode.
Yeah, some type of beach episode.
Mm-hmm. I just know... Oops, sorry. You go.
Oh no, you were saying something way before me.
Oh, I was just gonna say that I just know that one of the the Taurus episode was banned because the guy had a gun.
Yep.
Oh.
And the Tentacool episode was banned because they attacked some buildings, and it was right after 9/11.
That'd do it. That would do it.
I don't believe that they...
Where a ton of people had guns. I feel like I've seen, in the English dub. I feel like I've seen that on a VHS in the English dub, the 4Kids version, and a ton of people had guns that they pointed at Ash until Officer Jenny showed them and said, "Wait, no, he's a good person" or something.
Oh my god, I'll definitely pay attention to that. Because that was the excuse they gave for the Taurus episode, was that the guy had a gun and shot Ash with it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Ash didn't get hit, but...
Squirtle in. Is it not that one? When did he get Squirtle?
I don't remember. What they did in the American one is that whenever they cut out an episode, they just wouldn't exactly explain how Ash got the Taurus. So, the Taurus would show up, but they never explained how he got it.
Yeah, they're always just kind of there. It's
magic.
Also,
I feel like it's just more inconsistencies when it comes to censorship.
Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, let's look at Cardcaptor.
I very much remember that episode, the Squirtle one.
Also, I have since gotten the image of what the front of this book looks like.
Nah.
Yes.
I got caught up on Fire Force last night, and man, do I regret not doing it earlier.
To clarify, it looks like the two sort of effeminate forms are currently embracing each other, but also weeping.
They're not like the other girls. They're sad.
Oof.
Joke's on you.
I'm into that way.
Oh no,
Most,
Nature,
I was gonna say
no.
most girls. I was gonna say most girls are, but I remember I'm just thinking about myself before I even figured out I'm not a girl.
Fair. Maybe Kime would end up like no.
Well,
That's relatable.
ah,
You need relatable content.
I know this book.
It's my life.
Sad lesbian romance story?
Yeah. It's a sad lesbian romance. I'm sure you know what the title means. I had to look it up.
What, Shower Site?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Once I looked it up, I was like, okay, I know what this book is.
Does this does it translate to sad lesbian romance?
No, it does not.
It does not.
Wait, what book are you referencing?
Trousite. I looked up what the word means.
Well, yeah, but you were like, oh yeah, now I know what this book is.
Well, yeah, I know what the name of the book is, and it has two sad women on it.
I'm back.
That's why I'm saying I know what the book is.
I literally just messaged Sculpey saying, "Oh yeah, the book's about sad lesbian romance," and she's like, "I'm back."
I'm back.
Sorry, listen. I hear tragic lesbian romance, and I'm like, I'm here. Can I want to read the book?
You're gonna have to fight Ogilvy for it.
The most I will say, the inside of the book, it's in a different language.
Damn it!
Man, and I thought the Wednesday game had some inter-party conflict. Oh my god.
Yeah, the inside of the book
Does
is
Ogilvy
old
read
common.
it? Can Ogilvy read that? Can you read that, Ogilvy?
He can read it partially, yes.
Yeah, I would say if you want to read it, you'd have to make like an investigation check, but I would say you have to like sit down and like properly.
Right, well, I wouldn't do it right now anyway.
Yeah, this would be like during a long rest to basically try to decipher it.
Can I try to read it really quickly just to see
fight, kiss.
Sorry,
I
Ogilvy.
love that meme.
Ogilvy, yeah, if you're allowed to investigate it right this second, yeah, Ogilvy will let Kime look at it.
I just want to try to read like the first couple lines just to be like, okay, can I actually like decipher this a little bit?
I'll say an investigation check with disadvantage.
Yeah, English isn't my first language
English
anyway.
isn't Kime's strong suit, and this is an old form. Oh, sorry, common isn't Kime's strong suit, and this is old common. So
the only reason why Ogilvy knows some of it is his dad.
The most that you can really decipher offhand is the author. Who her name is one Yasmin Gardenholm.
Wait, why does that name sound familiar?
Yasmin Gardenholm.
Did you take the Locked Tomb trilogy and put it in your D&D game?
I have no idea what that is.
Okay, because there's an author of a sad lesbian romance, and the author's name is Tasman, and I'm like,
oh my god,
that would have been funny.
Yeah, that is not intentional.
Why does that name sound familiar?
Yeah, it is. Yasmin Gardenholm, and it looks like it is the book is dedicated to or has some mention of Saint Hypnosia Blandum.
Can I roll a religion check?
Sure, religion.
We love Saint Hypnosia.
Yasmin Gardenholm.
God damn it. With a 9. Hilarious. Saint Hypnosia, from what you recall, she is typically associated with like dreams and like moths. She's a very mysterious saint. Or at least there's a lot of weird stuff around Saint Hypnosia, and like you've only kind of scratched the surface. However, that epithet Blandum, that you have no idea. That means nothing to you, unfortunately. You don't know what that means.
Can we talk about our lords and saviors, the Death Saints?
Well, Saint Hypnosia is part of more than just the Death Pantheon, but
I mean, yeah, but from my experience, it's just Death Saint.
Fair.
But I said the Death Saints, not Death Saint.
Mm-hmm.
Plural. Let's talk about all of them.
Oh.
Whoop. That was me, my bad.
Oh no, not the doorbell. My greatest weakness.
Not a doorbell, my phone. I like that sound better.
Hmm.
That's fair.
Oh yeah, we're still waiting on Duple.
No worries.
Yeah, now
I know what Ogilvy wants to keep, though.
But yeah.
I mean, yeah,
put up
all
with
of
me
it,
for
but I
another
know what he
couple
wants
minutes.
to keep.
But yes, the most you can gather the most that you can really read in there are the names, because those are pretty easy to get from common. Yeah, you see Yasmin Gardenholm, who's presumably the author, and there's mention of Saint Hypnosia Blandum, which...
Yasmin Garden Gnome.
I want to keep the boars.
I don't think they belong
I
to
don't
the
know if they're
orcs.
really keepable.
I think the orcs. I think those were already the
I
orcs.
believe they belong to the orcs, I'm afraid.
I mean, hey, compensation. Ask for a boar.
If a boar follows Maddie out, she will not stop it.
You don't have anywhere to put it.
Yet.
You don't.
We keep running into this problem. People keep bringing animals home, and we're like, "What do we do with this?"
You already barely have a place for a horse.
And now you have Ogilvy.
Yeah, you
There
barely
was
have a place
also
for a
a
horse.
basilisk that we technically
there's a basilisk
have.
over at the Hunter's Lodge
Well,
because you guys
well,
don't
you
have a
see-
stables.
Well, you see, there's an easy fix with Ogilvy. You just stick him in the brig.
They don't have a.
He perches at night.
Technically, they have a storeroom, like where they have all the potatoes and other perishables.
Didn't we find a bunch of crabbits in there once?
Yeah.
Well, you see, you can't put him in the storeroom because they'll eat all the food. You gotta put him in the brig so he can't get out.
Rabbit egg.
Is it nighttime or daytime?
Get a big old stables.
I think it was described as nights.
I believe it's eve. I believe it's like it's either very late evening or very late at night now.
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
it was something like Vigilance looked out and it was like dark, and then the guy like stepped out of
the reason
the
why
shadows
That's
of
right.
torchlight or
the reason
something.
why a lot of this place is lit up is because of the torchlight. Because there's a lot of torches.
Yeah. That, and I don't know what you guys see sometimes because Ogilvy has better night vision, so...
Most of us do, I think. Actually,
Oh,
I
cool.
think I do.
Vigilance technically should.
Yeah, you should have dark vision now.
Yeah, I do.
I don't have dark vision.
Yeah, Grung.
I think it used to be better until we switched to the updated witch.
Yeah,
I'm a diurnal frog. It's sad. It's well, not.
Are they
really
nocturnal or diurnal?
That's fair. Yeah,
They're diurnal.
Oh, okay.
Frogs are all diurnal.
Gotcha. Yeah, Ogilvy is a nocturnal, so...
Yeah, I mean, Noctura, Nocturnal, I mean...
Yeah.
I mean, hey, when you live on a boat, it pays to be up at night.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
That's why,
he can take the night shift like no one's business.
That's also why a lot of pirates wore eye patches, so that they had one eye already acclimated to the dark when they go below deck.
I heard parrots and was very confused.
I did not know that. That was cool.
Pirates.
That's cool.
Yeah, pirates. Yeah,
Pirates.
Yeah, most pirates. Yeah, it wasn't because they were missing an eye. It was basically just so their one eye was used to the dark.
God,
They could see down there.
How many times did Ogilvy knock Gal out of the crow's nest while he was trying to sleep?
Let me roll a one. Let me roll.
We're gonna roll for it.
Fucking with the man with 20
About
strength.
4 times.
4 times?
4 times.
God, you're on a shit list.
like Ogilvy, I love you, but you're also a fucking shithead.
I'm gonna fucking
Well,
murder
yeah, he really is.
God.
Which, to be fair, honestly, on brand for Ogilvy.
We love him.
Like, I like to think, like, maybe, like, the first time was an accident. the second and third times are intentional, and by that time, Gal was like, "All right, if it happens again, that's fucking it. You're dead." And then the
break
fourth,
your...
yeah, and then the fourth time was accidental, and Ogilvy's like, "Fuck."
And now suddenly he's here and not on the ship.
Which gets even worse because back then he had like he still had like a passive perception of what, 17.
Yeah.
Well,
Like,
Ogilvy is also young, so that's what you meant, right?
He would have tied you to a rope off the edge and then pulled you back in.
Beautiful.
You
Like, you're still alive?
accidentally leave him behind.
And he was
he wouldn't have done that.
Well, not only that, but Ogilvy can fly. If you try to leave him, he would have just flown right back after.
I'm pretty sure the only one that's gotten left behind was him, but that was him doing it willingly.
Well, at some point, Ogilvy fucked up and got captured.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he wouldn't be here.
I mean, so did I.
Oh, there you go.
He just came back eventually. It's like, sup, fuckers. Did you miss me? I'm back here. Hello. I'm going to bed.
But yeah, Wolvie, now you have lesbian book.
Yes.
You have
an ornately decorated flask of booze.
Well, basically, you have German lesbian book. That's basically what it is.
Ah, the most kinky of lesbian. No, just kidding.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
Hey, I'm
behind
German.
our Auntie Helga's windmill.
Well, I'm mostly Scandinavian, but I am also German.
Yeah. As a person of German heritage, I can confirm that is actually pretty accurate. No.
German Irish.
Okay.
Oh, Duple's coming in. They're coming in now.
Now we just have to wait for Artemis to come back.
Oh yeah, Artemis is still left. Right?
Hey!
Hello.
Welcome back.
Whoop. I fucked this up.
You fucked?
Ah! I fucked.
You fucked? Damn.
I don't think Ogilvy has.
Is this on my screen?
I don't know what Ogilvy does.
What was that? What was that, Duple?
Is this image on my screen the Lesbo book?
Yes, this is the lesbian book.
Okay.
It's Trauerzeit. And Kime skimmed through it and managed to at least get a few names. One is the author, Yasmin Gardenholm. And the book also seems to have mentioned in the beginning of a Saint Hypnosia Blandum.
Oh, okay.
As for what the context is, not sure. You can't read the rest. The most you can really discern is names because those are easy, but
literally.
These are easy
Well,
to
how
discern.
interesting.
Has Ogilvy ever had a girlfriend? Is the better question.
What?
All I can say is no.
Probably not.
Or lad.
Has he ever had a boyfriend?
He's probably slept with some guys, but
Has he ever
I don't
had
think
a
so.
friend?
No.
Hey, Gal would have been
There
his
you go.
friend. Hey.
No one can stand him.
Valence is
To
the
be
same boat,
actually
don't
perfectly
worry.
honest.
Hey,
No,
Gal
he's
would
never
have
had
been
anybody.
his friend. He would only be able to put up with him for like 3 hours and then fuck off for a day and a half. But he'd consider Ogilvy a friend.
That's funny.
But yeah, no, he actually just, I haven't thought about it. In all realism, I just personally haven't thought about what he likes in that way. If you gaydarred him, you wouldn't be able to find anything.
Yeah, you try to do
Maybe just be
gaydar.
90s.
You try to do gaydar on him, and it's like error 404.
Yeah, exactly.
Not compute.
Yeah.
Error. Error.
Sexuality not found.
Error.
He might figure it out later.
They might be Pan.
He might be Pan. A lot of pirates are Pan.
Pan pirate. Pirate Pan.
Pan pirate. Pan pizza. Pan pirate.
Wait.
Hard stare at the camera.
Do you think Peter Pan was pansexual?
Probably.
He's Peter pansexual.
Well, I mean, because my Pan can
That's
cook.
the actual lyric in the song.
Yeah.
I mean,
I thought it was an actual question.
I swear there was at least some type of confirmation that like Peter Pan and Tinkerbell had a thing.
I thought she just had a crush on him, but because he was a child in his mind always, he never cared.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
I'm pretty sure that's the case. Except for in the movie Hook.
Yeah, in the movie
Tinkerbell.
Hook, she actually finally tried to like go after him, but then he remembered his wife and kids. Not even a Julia Roberts.
The thing is, like,
Oh
he
my God.
forgot his wife and kids until she kissed him, and then he's like, oh,
Yeah,
crap.
it was almost like his brain went, "Wait a minute."
That's
Is
kind of
Hook that
weird.
older
Yeah.
You gotta kind of feel bad for
She technically
Tinkerbell
raised
in
him
this
since he was a
situation because,
baby,
like,
too, so...
That's so weird.
Yeah.
Okay, is Tech not Tech? Is Hook the older one of the older ones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, because I always get confused between the beginning of Hook and the beginning of A Princess Bride.
Oh my god.
I think they're from the same era.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, Princess Bride
I
is
thought Hook came
the
out
older
after...
movie than Hook.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought Hook came out after Princess Bride, yeah.
Yeah, my bad. Hook I
Oh,
think was
I'm still there.
97.
I don't think I've ever seen
I
that movie.
remember watching Hook for the first time and being like, what? Because I was a literal child. I didn't understand, like, why is Peter Pan old?
Okay, Artemis, are you back? I just heard something.
Huh?
Yeah, I'm back.
Oh, Artemis. Okay, yeah, that was... Yeah, because you were the
Okay.
last person we were waiting on. You're good.
Sorry.
No, it was Artemis, because Artemis left while you were away. And now they're back. Now we're good. So... I suppose then...
So just so
Can't get
everybody
rid
is
of me,
aware,
I-
Ogilvy took things.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just gonna have him take everything, and then
Yeah,
you
for
guys
now.
can argue with him later about it if you want stuff, because
That's
he's
fair.
gonna take all the treasure. He's going to take the moonshine. He's going to take the book.
That's predictable.
And he's going to take one sword.
Okay.
But he's leaving everything else.
Alright. Okay, so... now I would say, did Kime also want to loot Sorosum's body? Not Sorosum.
No,
Calwyn.
don't
Sorry,
kill
Calwyn. Calwyn's body.
Yeah, you didn't
I
see
think-
where
I think-
Nari just murdered Sorsum.
Yeah. Yeah, he just got bonked out
Damn,
of existence, I'm sorry. Oh, also, I
Not
can get rid
good.
of this aura now because he's...
I think
done so.
Kime's fine just having the sword, but she wants to attune to as soon as possible.
That's fair.
He should at least be, like, stripped of, like, all weapons and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Yeah, he's
Weapons,
just
armor.
take his
Armor,
armor and
too.
stuff on.
any rings that might potentially be magical,
Any holy
necklaces.
symbols. Holy
Mhm.
symbols.
Alright, if you want to roll an investigation
Literally
check
just
to give
keep
him a
him
pat
to his
down.
clothes, basically. Nothing but clothes on them.
How do I get rid of this? How do I delete you? Modify? Yeah. I learned. I like learning.
I like learning. But yeah, Kime, if you want to do an investigation check as you're patting down Calwyn, taking his stuff.
No problem. We'll do that right now.
11. You find on him a coin pouch with about 19 gold pieces and 9 silver. You already have his sunblades. There's also his shield, which seems to be, doesn't look like it's magical, but is definitely very decorative and very ornately, has a lot of like filigree patterning on the front. Looks to be the holy symbol of Calwyn, or the Radiant Clergy of St. Calwyn the Righteous, which is almost this sun kind of motif at the top with an eye pattern in the middle, and then coming off from the beams of sunlight coming down are various blades and weaponry. Other than that, you also find a holy symbol all around his neck, which is also a sun with the eye in the center. Other than that, you find...
We lost Honey Dipple.
The last Honey Diplo, no. Oh yeah, oh shit. Oh. Here. Well, I'll finish with the descriptor of things, and if they come back, we can catch them up. You also find a very ornate-looking dagger. Yeah, you find a very ornate looking dagger. Looks to be sort of actually this very very reflective, very shiny looking blade. Looks like it was polished very well. I'm not sure what metal it is. Looking at first, but it seems to be either like almost like the silvery or like similar like light color to the metal. With these sort of like bronze and brass kind of inlays and the handle going in the hilt going down the handle. But otherwise, very very ornate, very ceremonial looking dagger. And finally, you find a holy book, specifically a holy book of basically of Callian, Saint Callian the Righteous. You do see a few. Looking at the side, it looks like a few of the pages are like bookmarked or highlighted. Though, of course, you start flipping through, it's all in Elvish.
Yeah, I can't read. I can't read this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So many books that I can't read, which makes sense because we're looting elves. Yep,
Yep. You also, of course, there is his armor, which is full plate. While like a lot of it seems to be like covered and decorated with various basically fabrics. You pull looking at the inside and looking at some of the look behind some of the torn fabric. It is full plate mail. Full plate mail minus the helmet. It's very ornate, but nonetheless, there is function to it, but it's also very aesthetically trying to be very pretty looking, very very ornate as well. And that's about it.
Okay, yep. Kime just kind of like hefts him up by like his armpits and just like, where do I put him?
Yeah, as you pick him up, you also watch to see Ukedam coming back from the one of the sides of the village, currently carrying with another orc behind. Looks to be one of the shamans that is currently like they are bleeding heavily, or at least they are covered in wounds. Which they're currently rushing him basically back into the cave with the second shaman, looking with a very big very concerned from what you can tell behind the skull mask, but nonetheless they're just moving. Yeah. Otherwise, everyone else is kind of moving about their business, gathering up bodies, and just assessing the dead. But yeah, otherwise, you folks have the floor.
I think Nari has been just helping them move the bodies and looking them over. Just like, I don't know how to describe this apart from studying the dead a bit.
Okay. But doing some anatomical study,
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's what elf teeth look like.
Sure, I'll say roll a medicine check.
I absolutely love that sentence. So that's what elf teeth look like.
Medicine. God damn. I keep forgetting I have a fucking 20 wisdom.
Man.
And a nat 1.
Do you want to use a point of inspiration?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna.
Okay.
I really want to know what elf teeth look like.
I was gonna say, just remember that the inspiration got from the war cry is now gone.
Yeah.
We had 2 inspiration from that, right? So we had to get rid of 2?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, unless you use it during the combat.
Did not. Okay.
16. This is interesting. Because you also note, really enough, with some of the bodies, you watch as the other still, active shaman is currently beginning to, no better way of putting it, they're starting to actually butcher, or at least like carve the flesh from the bone of the elven bodies. and is just kind of like setting that off to the side. And so they're basically already being dissected anyways.
Yeah.
So as you're just kind of looking on at this and just letting it, you go to let him like, oh wait, poison, and you there's gloves and stuff you can grab to prevent from contaminating.
I mean, they're corpses.
True, but then even without the hands, without the gloves, the shaman would like raise a hand for you to basically like protect yourself.
She'll, I think, just like work closely with the shaman, just not getting in their way, but seeing what they're doing and studying the process and the bodies themselves.
This is interesting. As you pull off, at least as they're, because they're also being, the clothes are being taken off and the fabric and stuff is being set aside as well. Very much, using the whole buffalo, if you will. And you do very quickly note, with some of the bodies, is that hidden underneath, like kind of going up the sleeves and like on the on the forehead where a lot of people were wearing masks and hoods, there are tattoos and other markings going up them. The symbols you don't really recognize, though clearly looking at them, there is this sort of there is very, very clear this sort of ornate sort of seem to have some kind of religious significance. But other than that, you're not really familiar. Though for a lot of them, the marks on the forehead, you very clearly see basically looks like a third eye in the middle of the forehead. And some of them have like a hand, like an eye on the back of the hand. Others kind of going up the arms. Some variations on a similar idea.
Sorry.
Hilarious. Yeah. Other than that, looking past that, I mean, sun elves, golden skin for most of them, a very metallic, platinum blonde or bronze kind of hair. Most of them have these sort of either bright gold or bright blue kind of eyes. Though a number of them, especially the ones with more tattoos, actually have bright green eyes. The teeth, I mean, about the same as humans. The most I'll say...
She's just like...
Oh, sorry, you go.
Yeah, she's just keeping all of... just like absorbing all of this. And also absorbing the butchering process, I guess.
That's fair. Yeah. Looking at what the orc is doing, it doesn't look like the orc the shaman is taking... It doesn't look like they're butchering them to eat. That much is pretty clear. That basically they're being carved for the bones.
Yeah.
And the bones are being removed for other such things.
Makes sense.
Yeah. As for looking at the elves' bodies themselves, I mean, you've seen other sun elves outside of this incident. Like, you've been through Newark, at least passed through Newark Castle. You've seen other sun elves. Something seems different about them. Like, looking at the anatomy, looking at some of their posture, there's a slight, like, physical discrepancy, like, from what you've seen in other sun elves. Like almost like either a change in posture or a change in like it's that weird uncanny feeling of like something's different, but you can't tell exactly what. So yeah, that's the most of what you get from them. The orc bodies, because those are also being carved as well.
Yeah.
There isn't really a lot different about the orcs there, other than, some of them had tattoos, some of them don't. Others had scars and markings and whatnot that are being removed as the flesh is being stripped. All of the meat seems to be being put in the same pile, like the organs, the muscle and everything.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, other than that, you get a pretty first-hand experience looking at the anatomy of both these sun elves and the orcs.
Very useful. for later.
Of course. So yeah, anything else that the rest of the party is doing?
Now-
After. Oh, sorry. Go on.
Nope, sorry. I was just making a noise.
Okay. Yeah. After Kime takes the Callium, is that his name? The asshole son of Calwin,
Calwin
right?
is the general. Callion is the deity. Because
you did this to yourself, nature.
I mean, hey.
Of
course the Kinerethi are going to give themselves names after their gods, like Jesus. You know, it's that same kind of idea.
I desperately want you to go into like the linguistic of like what his name actually means and like the linguistic stuff. We don't have time for that. So later.
It would probably be just something like traced by Callion or whatever the hell. Like.
Okay, great. That's all I need to know. Fantastic. But yeah, after Kime takes him and gets him settled and locked up and probably tied up. I don't know what the procedure is.
Yeah, you can tie him up. Where are you putting him though?
I don't know. I'm just kind of like I feel like Kime's like just holding him like how one would hold like a cat and just like walking around. Like, where do I put him? like that one gif. Hold on. I'm gonna find this. This is a perfect gif for this.
But anyway, either way. Is Volka doing anything particular as the dead are being gathered and the boars are being, gathered back into the pen?
Volka's curious about the process of what's going on because she hasn't been with a tribe in a while, and so like it kind of in a sense feels like home, but like also incredibly disturbing because everyone just kind of died. She's curious about the book for more than just the lesbian purposes, but also like the old language is really curious to her. And because it's about like a saint or something from what someone's gathered, did they share that info with the group or just no?
Kime was able to discern that information. That's up to Kime whether or not they talked about it.
Yeah, Kime definitely like either. I feel like if asked, Kime would tell you. She might have forgotten to tell people outright.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
However, she might have also been like mumbling about it. So if you hear that, that's like she probably.
Or you can ask Ogilvy again, because he has the book.
Volka has a passive of 12. So I mean, and Kime a passive of 9.
I guess I could look at the book then now.
Yeah, you can also do that if Ogilvy is willing to give.
Yeah, Ogilvy is actually, now that he's done gathering items, he's kind of laying down with one wing over his burned face. But as soon as Volka asks, he'll just be like, yeah, go for it.
Okay. Is there like insight or something I should bloop?
This would be investigation, skimming through the book.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll say this. Yeah, this is what. Yeah, this would be a quick skip because in order to get to you'd need to basically take a long rest to sit down to like start really deep diving and deciphering it.
Yeah.
So the 13. Similar information as I described before. You're not super familiar with reading Old Common yourself, and it's definitely a bit of a this is new. So yeah, it's similar to Kime. The most that you can pick out offhand are of course like the two the two main characters of the book, the two romanced the two lovers. One being a priest, the other being an artist.
Okay.
The other thing is, of course, you can make out the author, Yasmin Gardenholm.
Yes.
And also mention, looking at the section where that name is, Saint Hypnosia Blandum, and also like the name is mentioned separately with the author, like in like a beginning paragraph. You're pretty sure it might be either like an author's note or some variation thereof about like basically a little blurb about the author or about what the author is doing.
Okay.
Outside of that, that's as much as you can get easily right now.
Okay. That's all.
All right. But yeah. Actually,
I love how everyone loves this book.
One final thing with the 13. Based off of the name and based off of the fact that this is Old Common, and looking at things. For one, this is an old book. Still post Awakening, but presumably pretty early on. And also, the name itself, that sounds like a Ravenwolf name.
Okay.
So Ravenwolf.
And is that
human.
essentially the vampire thing?
Yes,
right?
those are the vampires and werewolves, basically, or the werebats,
Okay.
but yes.
Yes. Okay. Well, that's interesting. We might actually, that might be good to know, though, so we could talk to what's his name when we get back, if he's still there.
Lucian?
Yeah.
Fenris, yeah.
Fenris, yeah. Also, I guess the only other thing Volka would do would probably go to Ukadom and probably ask, like, is there anything that she can do to help out?
Okay.
After the battle.
Yeah,
Where's he at?
Yeah, it takes a moment for you to search around for Okadon before eventually you hear, you hear the sounds of people chatting in the cave. Until eventually you find Okadon in the, hearing his voice along with a few other orcs in the ritual room, where you currently see one of the shamans who is very heavily wounded, and is currently being treated and being patched up. As Ukadam looks over to you, he mutters something quite quietly in Orcish, but like, just take care of this. I will be back. And the other orcs nod before he comes over to Volka. How you hurt?
Somewhat, but I've really come to ask if there is anything that our group can do to help out, or even specifically I can do to help out.
We're attending to our wounded and our dead, as well as theirs. But if you wish to lend aid with them, that is one. But there is also our there was also our prisoner that we must speak to.
Which one?
The one who is bound.
All right.
And also we must speak with the woman, the girl.
Yes. All right. Good to know. Thank you. I guess Volka would kind of awkwardly be like, thanks, and then head out to kind of like look for those two, just so she knows where they're at.
Yeah. Volka, you kind of pass by, heading back and forth from the mouth of the cave. You see orcs moving around, people going to and fro and like gathering supplies and medicine and other things. Whereas Saurusum and Vigilance are both kind of leaning back against the wall, or at least Saurusum's leaning back against the wall near the mouth of the cave, just like.
Yeah, Vigilance is also leaning against the wall. He has taken off his completely destroyed coat.
Oh yeah, yeah, the whole right sleeve is kind of burned to shit and like tattered.
And I'm pretty sure that slash from that actually triggered the whole thing is in the coat too, like on the back.
Yeah, the one you have a pretty there's the radiant scar going across both of your shoulder blades. Almost looks like this creamy white kind of arcing lightning scar going between them. As well as also a pretty sizable black, you're already purple.
Yeah.
But more the sort of almost deeper black or like blackberry sort of bruise on the very back of your head, where that boar just kicked you straight right in the base of your skull. It's a wonder that you didn't break anything.
Vigilance would be leaning against the wall, but he wouldn't because he's in pain from that stuff. So.
I was just imagining like Vigilance leaning against the wall, looking all cool, and then Sorosum just leaning against the wall, looking exhausted and terrified.
Yeah, Sorosum looks like he is kind of like half staring off in the middle distance, so like, I don't. You know, when I thought I had to go and face my demons, I didn't think they'd come right to the doorstep.
know what you mean.
Gods. Well, first there's me. And all of the baggage around that. And now we have another captive who's going to be much less willing to cooperate. And now there's going to be 3 Kinerethi missing. Where the last known whereabouts would be at this tribe and cow. Fuck.
None of this is looking good.
None of it is. I'm just hoping that the ones that flee are either smart enough or don't have enough bravado to say where they are and what happened. But... God.
We can hope.
There's no way we're going to be able to track down all of them. They don't even know where they came from.
Volka's kind of like listening in the corner of this conversation, very obviously, but, you know.
Copper, for your thoughts?
I'm concerned about Calwyn, not for him, but for the tribe and the response
Absolutely.
that will be received. It is good to hear that you seem focused on our side to some degree.
Honestly, I don't know where else to go. At least my mind is still a mess, to be honest with you all. And while I don't know, I just don't know. But at least I can do something moving forward, and maybe then I'll have an idea. If that makes any sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That and also
I
noticing
feel like
some of the kind of gestures, some of the cuts and scrapes.
I feel like a lot of us in our little adventurers group have come here for pretty much the same reason of not really knowing a lot of other places to go. So as far as I stand, you're welcome to, you know, hang out, I guess.
Roll a persuasion check.
Same.
This would be from Volka.
From Volka. I don't know how the rest of you feel, but you know, and she's still mad at him for, you know, being just an ass, but he's changed a lot in the past, I don't know, 24 hours.
I was gonna say, like, it's been like 2 or 3 days.
Yeah.
Like,
the guy's been through some trauma.
Yeah, because you guys fucking broke him. So some just sits there.
Wow, what good friends.
To be fair, we were just making him realize that, hey, maybe ordering the genocide of the people is not good.
Sorosum looks up at you, and you could tell the eyes are strained, and he's like... He could tell he's, like, a little queasy, effectively. Like, his, you know, like, his body, he looks haggard. Promise not to poison me again.
Volka's like, hey, listen, I'm not a frog, man. Sorry.
Oh, that explains a few things.
I'm not a frog, man.
I'm not the frog, dude.
Look, when that happened, my memories from that are hazy at best, and I don't know if I can trust you. And I know what I did was wrong. But alright. If I at least have somewhere to hide, and a bed to sleep in, and food to eat, and I won't fucking die, I suppose beggars can't be choosers.
That's the spirit.
You're not there.
I don't think Ogilvy's there, my bad.
Yeah, you're not there, I'm sorry.
Vision's kind of like pats his shoulder, like in a sort of solidarity kind of way, like, yeah.
Watch it. That's the bad one.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Fuck, sorry.
So I was kind of leading on the other side. It was whatever. Anyways.
Yeah.
But to answer your question, I'll follow you folks. At the very least, to make sure. If our prisoners are going to be following us, I am at least I have a frame of reference. And also, we don't know if they're going to be sent back. There's still the. How am I going to get back to Father? And he just kind of kind of puts two fingers and pinches his brow.
Volka's like in her head just thinking like, diplomacy. Is this something she's good at? Probably not.
I would not ask you to join in any of this. And I don't expect you to join. Plus, I highly doubt if an orc walked into a courtroom in the Sun Hills, that would likely
Sounds like the start of a joke.
That wouldn't end well in the slightest.
It does sound like the start of a joke.
Terrible.
It does. But if I have Calwyn and I have, well, I suppose we have proof from at least the bodies and the uniforms. Would this go to the council? Oh gods. There's a part of me that doesn't want this to go to the council, but if it does, it has the greatest chance of, well, justice being paid, but that's a question of how the ecclesiarch is gonna, well, my father is going to react to all this. Or if he even knows about all this. He might.
Sora-san, Volka would just sort of interrupt as like she's like thinking about
he's
random
kind of
shit.
he's like kind of half zoned out and kind of rambling.
Yeah, Volka's like, is Calwyn like most of you guys, or is he a special breed?
Interesting to put it that way, though I suppose that's not wrong. Calwyn, I can't recall if he was one of the first of our kind, of our kin. One of those who went through went through the rites. But he is a very prominent member. Is a very well renowned and very viewed as a very pious man amongst the clergy and amongst the families. House Karen Suarez is a very high ranking family. So,
all right.
As for the folks below him, there are many who look up to Calvin and follow his example. And of course, Calvin isn't the only high-ranking fanatical. Like the moment the words kind of spill out, he just kind of catches up a bit. There are many like Calvin. To answer your question.
All right. Volka is just like considering if she wants the group to just sort of like what she would want the group to do, in the sense of like, what if the Sun Elves come back to this orc tribe or others and like just keep trying to obliterate them.
Yeah.
Even though like it's not technically her fucking problem, but at the same time she's not like, she would have to get input from the rest of the group, obviously, because it's not their job to be saving orc tribes. But it would be a concern of hers for sure.
This tribe is... They still have a bounty on their heads. And while the original plan is that I would be trying to fix it all, or try to at least ease their sentence, try to make up for misgivings, but now things have gotten more complicated.
Very.
Well, I suppose at this point we have a few options. We hope and pray to whoever will listen that those that run away either die out there in the woods or are never seen again, and we just try to make sure that Calvin disappears, or, you know, we... I don't know what my father does with Calvin. My father and Calvin did have a relationship, a bond, at the very least. We're very good friends. Even before... I think even before I was born. So... I don't know whatever he did here was against the wishes of him, or this is his intent. I don't know what he's going to do. So I almost want to say that we hide Calvin. We hide... I think that is his niece? Kind of looking back out at the younger son elf woman who she has since stood up. She's dropped her mace. And is like has like hands behind her back and is like shaking right now as like basically the other you see a few orcs kind of like pushing her over towards the cave. As she's like not resisting, but she is like shaking.
Oh. I think
Sucks to be her, I guess.
Literally. Side note, but Volka will notice. I believe it's her horsey who's down here, right?
Yep, this is Nee. This is your guys' horse.
Me.
Volka
wants to check horsey.
Sure. Animal
Me,
handling.
my beloved little sugar cube.
Sugar cube. How do I check horsey?
Animal handling.
Animal. Okay, that's what I thought.
10. Looking at the ground, you can see a lot of hoof prints, and like you're pretty sure Nee, at least for a part of the fight, was pulling on the fence post over here and like kind of like trotting and kind of like they were getting scared.
Yeah.
Though you can tell they didn't get out of their restraints and they didn't bolt. But while the combat has since died down and they've since stopped kind of trampling, they still seem a bit tense given the circumstances.
I think Volka would come up and like pet her and kind of like press her face against like the horse's face and kind of be like, it's okay.
Yeah.
Give her a smooch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Nee eventually just kind of chuffs at you.
Yeah, horsey.
What's Ogilvy doing now as all of this is going on? Like, you see, at this point, you see among the orcs, like, two of them are kind of strong-arming the elf woman and just kind of pushing her along, half pushing her, like, half shoving her, half just kind of, like, escorting her as they're going.
He lifts up his wing so he can watch it happen.
Okay, yeah. As mentioned before, she is shaking, and she is moving pretty briskly, but occasionally one of the orcs just kind of like with a strong hand just kind of shove her a bit forward where she stumbles a bit, but just kind of keeps moving. You see now that her arms are also tied behind her back, so she's basically hands behind her back, like being forced to walk in the direction of the cave.
Okay, so then yeah, I'm sorry. He's not going to do anything. He's hurt, and he's just kind of watching instead. He's like, okay, yep, that happened.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I'll say unless any of the rest of the party wish to do anything else in particular.
I kind of have a thought, and I don't even know if like this is the right time for it. Never mind.
Okay. Well, no, go on.
Well, now I'm curious.
Yeah. I don't have anything else. I'm curious as well.
You have the floor.
I guess like Vigilance is just kind of like idly like he's been kind of like idly like during the talk where like during the conversation like while like Sorsen was like kind of going on about like how he didn't like know what to do and wasn't sure what to do. Vigilance kind of just idly druid crafts an amaryllis and just kind of like twirls in his hand, just kind of thinking, doesn't do anything with it, but just kind of pockets it, I guess. I don't know.
Right. Yeah, the flower blooms in your hand. Once again, almost this soft kind of like bird of paradise, like orangish reds. Before as you pocket it, and you can kind of feel it slowly begin to wilt as the magic fades.
Yeah.
And eventually,
all right.
Yeah, and after like,
hey, can I keep some of the bones?
Roll a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Oh shit. Persuasion. That's a -1. At disadvantage.
Yeah.
There we go.
The shaman who is currently basically carving the bodies and setting the bones off to the side. Most of a fairly organized kind of pattern looking at him. You slowly just kind of like eye over towards the bones, looking back at the shaman, looking over at the bones. Before the shaman kind of takes notice to this and just like gives you a very stern look before shaking his head.
Sad frog.
Yeah, you're pretty sure like the bones are the one thing that they are absolutely keeping. Like that is the one thing. The bones are. Bones are the one thing that they're very specifically like
yeah, they're the most useful bits to her also.
No, yeah, I gotcha.
Are there any wounded people that Kime could maybe help? Maybe with some lay on
Ogilvy.
hands or some... Oh yeah, right. Okay, I'm gonna go to Ogilvy. I feel like Kime's gonna...
Ogilvy's hit. That's why he's on the ground.
Yeah, currently Ogilvy's...
Going to Ogilvy.
Vigilance is hiding the fact that he is hurt, so nobody will notice.
Okay.
Ogilvy is not hiding the fact he is hurt, except for the fact that he's on the ground with a wing covering half his face. So, on the one hand, he's hiding it. On the other hand, he's being very dramatic about it.
Also, good thing for
Kime's just gonna walk up and she's gonna stand next to him and be like, I saw your face got really messed up. So is it magic this time? Am I allowed to heal it, or is that gonna hurt you more again?
Ogilvy lifts up his wing. I don't know, but it hurts.
also, quick thing. Sorry, Kimmy. Where did you put Calvin's body?
Where did I put him?
Where do you wish to put him?
I put them.
Honestly, I think she just walked around until just an orc person who knows the air bear just pointed somewhere, and then she just set him in wherever they pointed. So, just anywhere that would be good.
Just a general charisma.
I can do that. I'm good at charisma. Can I have advantage because they just saw me 1v1 this guy and then knock him out immediately? Can I have advantage?
Sure, I'll allow it. Ooh,
yeah,
thank you for that.
I needed that.
You're on advantage.
I needed that.
So as you just kind of hoist up Calwyn's body, looking around like, where should I put this?
What the fuck?
You eventually catch one of the orcs that are kind of like going back and forth from the cave. They're currently grabbing medicine. They look down at Calwyn and up for a minute before they just kind of point in towards the cave.
All right then, got it. Yep,
and
dropping him
they
now.
They start talking in Orcish, but
Yeah, she's just gonna drop him. And do I have rope? Hold on, let me check some really quick if I have rope on me. If Kimi can tie a knot.
I'm pretty sure you have 50 feet of rope.
Ogilvy
Yeah,
does.
yeah. I think the rope is in Knee's pack, so Kimi's gonna go back out, get the rope from Knee's pack, and then tie up Calwin.
Yeah. After a few moments of as you go to just kind of like set his body down like on a log before just kind of grabbing the rope, I would say it's around this time that you note the orcs kind of pushing, like half pushing, half escorting the scared shitless younger elf woman being forced into the cave as well.
What? Oh, is she going in here too? You don't have to shove her. That's she looks pretty scared. She can just walk.
Do you say this? Do you say this like out loud to the orcs, or?
Yeah, I think Kimi's just rambling because on one hand she's like, "Don't. This person looks scared as fuck, and I don't want you. Y'all seem like you're pushing her a lot, but also authority figures."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the two orcs like they kind of half turn, like hearing that you're talking, but they still keep moving forward, like they don't understand you.
Yeah, I think Kimi just shuts up then. And it's like, okay,
yeah.
okay.
The elf woman, however, like, well, actually, we'll see. Okay. Yeah, she the elf woman, like you watch as one of the ears kind of perks up a bit and turns the head to look in your direction, like for a moment the eyes wide, and like you it's almost like a deer in the headlights kind of look for a few seconds as they look like their mind freezes, or their mind is like comprehending something, and before they really even have the chance to respond, they just get like pushed hard again. Like, yes,
okay.
yes, I'll go. I'm moving. As
is she getting pushed into the same general cave area that I'm in with tying up this guy?
Well, no,
like
because if you're grabbing, I presume that you were leaving Calwin like next to basically next to Knee to tie him up. That's...
Oh no! I went back. I dropped him while he was still unconscious. I went back to Knee to get rope, and then I walked back to him, technically leaving him unguarded, for like 2 seconds.
Okay, gotcha. All right, yeah. In that case,
probably not the smartest thing for Kimi.
You would have been guided to move Calwin into, like basically into the into the cage where Sorosum was.
Yes.
Right.
Oh, hang on. There we go. And you can see that that the elfin woman going past looks like they're also going to push her in the same direction.
Is the cage big enough for 2 people? And I haven't really seen the cage, I don't think. Hold on, where is it on the map?
Physically? Yeah. Comfortably?
Can we... I think Kimi's gonna, like, really debate in her head, and then she's gonna be like, I don't... Is she the only other prisoner we... they can't understand me, that's right. Shit. Fuck.
But yeah, Vigilance, you would also see them moving this woman past, and with Sorosum also like he makes eye contact with the woman for a moment, as like you can tell he's kind of lost in thought, but the moment she walks by, his eyes kind of like lock on her, as if like there's a look of almost a similar kind of like deer in the headlights kind of look, or like a look of realization. Before, like you look over to Sorosum, he's also like frozen. Or in a very similar stance to the woman, as you know they kind of just are as she's continuing to be pushed past, unless you stop.
He may immediately thinks, "Oh my god, are they related?"
You know her?
Directly, no, but yeah, that's Calwin's niece.
She looked fucking terrified of him. Damn. Wait, his niece?
Yep.
How old?
I mean, I knew he had a nephew, but
He also has children.
Someone fucked this guy?
Actually,
Okay, does Ogilvy hear that?
I didn't say that out loud. I did not say that out loud. That one was not out loud.
Okay.
You may definitely thought it though. She definitely thought it.
Like, Vigilance locked onto the fact, like, wait a second, like, she's also related to Calwyn, and he knows somebody that's related to Calwyn, so...
I remember after one of Father's sermons, after one of his services, Calwyn mentioned something about buying a home down in Oak Beacon. And... You said you last saw him in Oak Beacon, right?
Yeah.
His wife and kids. They're absolutely gonna be concerned about him being missing.
Oh, fuck.
Is Kimi nearby enough to hear the conversation? Because she was like right by.
I'll say sure. I'll say yeah because you went to go you went to go for a knee to get the rope as you're walking back.
Mm-hmm. Should we not tell people the orcs have him, or because he attacked? I wasn't here for the whole thing.
The moment
he attacked us first, right?
Kime. The moment that Calwyn is found to be at this camp, all hells are breaking loose.
There's already a bounty on this tribe's heads, and we don't want to have to...
If it isn't gonna be any official army, it's going to be some vigilante force, like whatever these bandits were, trying to kill everyone and save him.
Remember what's-his-face came over to collect the bounty for some of their heads?
Not even that.
Yep.
They wouldn't even care about I'm sure that many people wouldn't even care about the bounty.
So this is just the situation where you were prisoner, but worse. Or are you more important than he is? Who's more important here? Like, is that worse?
Well, okay. Soros just kind of looks over to you, Kime.
I'm not fully aware of the hierarchy.
How valuable are you?
Vigilance kind of coughs, half hiding a laugh, half like, oh.
She just wants to know if this is worse than before or not.
Sorosum doesn't looks like conflicted for a moment. Like, I don't know if I should be offended about that.
You can just say you're more valuable. I won't keep it to that out loud.
All right. Well, that is also a thought that's been going through my mind about how much value Calwyn has.
Oh, I wasn't trying to insinuate your value as a human being in relation to...
I understand.
I messed up.
Don't apologize. We're literally talking about Vincent here.
Yeah, I just wanted to know, like, so... What's the plan?
What's the plan? As if we have one.
Yeah, that's the
question is...
I just woke up.
With my father, whether he would value more his son, his youngest son, but still his son. Well... Actually, wait, sorry, is he the youngest?
Do you know if he has any
sorry, I made that. I was like, because I know Volkrith has a bunch of kids. Hang on.
Sorry, that's my mom.
Gotcha. Sorry, I have to actually check the deep notes for a second. Oh yeah, okay. He does have a younger brother. Never mind. Yeah. Well, I am the middle child, the middle brother. Whether he cares more for the middle child, or basically one of his best friends, and one of the highest, basically a war hero.
Okay, two things that I just want to say. One, I feel you on the middle child solidarity thing. I understand, middle child, the middle child. 2, who's your dad again?
The Ecclesiarch. Vokrith. Well, Vokrith the Second. His
And
father
who's
being-
that?
Vigilance kind of face palms, even though I, as a player, have forgotten.
I feel like Kime, when coming
roll
to
a history check, Kime.
Is he literally God?
History.
What?
Is he literally got 9?
I'm rolling like shit. Hold on.
You know the Ecclesiarch. You know the name, the Ecclesiarch Vokrith, and the Ecclesiarch Vokrith the Second. You're pretty sure that's a very important name, and a very important name with the Keener Ethi. He might be the big honcho, the big head honcho.
Oh shit.
But you're not sure. However, it's very explicitly made clear from Swarasum. The Ecclesiarch, my father, Ecclesiarch Vokrith II, is the Lord of House Keenereth.
Oh, like the big dude up top. Okay.
If you wish to put it that way, yes. He is.
But to be honest, I don't have the charisma needed to put it any other way.
He is the patriarch of the Radiant Clergy of St. Callian the Righteous, and also has a seat on the council. To many people's dismay, but the point nonetheless. So, he is also the one in charge of all of our orders of paladins.
Oh no. I don't think I can 1v1 like a whole army.
That wouldn't be a 1v1 anyway.
Yeah, that'd be like a 1v like...
Hundreds.
1,000? Hundreds. Yep. Okay.
Well, for the elite paladins, it's hundreds. For everyone within the military, many more.
Is Calwyn an elite paladin?
Absolutely. Calwyn is...
Yes.
Calwyn previously was one of the highest-ranking Keenerethi generals in the military. He's now retired.
Okay, well that's good. That can't mean that there's too many people that are better than him, right?
True. However...
If we beat the shit out of him, we're good.
However, he is not the only one. And... And with such a large name as his, that is going to make waves.
So we need to make... Okay, so what... We need to make
That's actually
sure that these orcs don't get attacked, and also that... Is Calwyn... He makes like internally like I want Calwyn to face justice, and also I like this is, but also like is it better for everyone if Calwyn like goes loose and the orcs are fine, or if Calwyn faces justice? It's conflicting.
Yeah, that's the question, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'll say at this point, is the rest of the party convening, seeing Volka and Volka, Kime, and
Can we walk and talk? I do need to still tie him up.
That's fair.
I have not done that.
I'll say
yet.
as this is happening, you're tying him up, and eventually.
How good is Ogilvy's hearing as he is an owl?
Vigilance will go along with them, I guess.
I'll say with this, if you wish to follow your compatriots and listen, you can.
Okay, yeah, he'll hobble along with. He's over here now.
Okay.
He got up.
Yeah, after Kime finishes tying up the guy, she's definitely gonna like heal Ogilvy, if possible.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
If Ogilvy can be healed by magical healing and isn't mana poison,
he has no more major injuries, so he's fine.
Yeah, so the only thing that's happened besides his overall hit points, I don't think you can heal his radiant damage. I think he's just now half fried chicken.
Yeah, that is. He has a
the
scar
scar's
on
gonna be there.
Face.
Yeah,
and
the scar on his leg's gonna be there, but
the necrotic.
Question,
There's now a necrotic scar going up his leg and a radiant scar of a perfect handprint on the side of his face.
Hey, you kind of match Vigilance in a weird way.
Yeah. Also, also, you kind of match Kime a little bit too. She's got a burn scar on her head, so it's why do three of us have burn scars on our faces?
Yeah, there seems to
So
be
we
a
have so
recurring
many
trend.
fucking ton of-
Do we all
on
keep
his
pissing
back.
people off?
Vigilance has burn
okay.
scars on his back. Vigilance has radiant scars on his back, but he has necrotic like scar on his face. So
Yeah, what is it with
Anyways.
they keep hitting our faces, Jesus. But yeah,
I mean, he's had it
gotta-
since he was.
All right, look.
Kime's gonna dump as many hit points as needed to get Ogilvy healthy. How many?
You would expend 10.
I can't tell you how many I need. All I can tell you is I'm hit.
Yeah, I'll say you.
Yeah,
I'll say you pump in 10 before you run out. Before
Okay,
before
I
you can put in
have
more.
15.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so I'll just.
Yeah, so some is just alright. Well, this is another question, actually. Or if this is. Oh, God. Well. All of this happened, if we want to start talking legally. All of this happened within what is considered to be the territory of Oak Beacon. Well, Oak Beacon isn't a territory yet, but it is on the frontier.
Right.
Meaning that because this is still colonial territory, we are not under the jurisdiction of Elven law nor New Arcaster law.
That's a good point.
Mm-hmm.
So
We could talk to what the fuck's the mayor's name?
either way, this would likely be an international incident should it become public.
Oh no.
However, because this is a colonial matter, this would have to be. Yeah, council members are absolutely going to have to get involved with this.
Like the big council, like the great council, like the council.
The council of Planet Touched, yes.
Oh.
Fuck.
Oh, no.
What I'm hearing is this is going straight to the federal government.
Basically,
Yeah.
yes, that's exactly what's being described.
Why are you Southern? What happened?
I mean, it's happened.
That was not. That was just me and my
Oh,
layman
okay.
American terms.
So we would have to either execute our punishment ourselves and ensure he is never found again, and cover our tracks, or ensure that his judgment is seen thoroughly and it goes through the courts, which means it would reach the court of New Arcaster, the council, which then it would be up to them to decide his fate. And for that, the ecclesiarch, I doubt, would be happy.
Ogilvy has an idea.
Molly is.
Yes, share.
Well, there was a reward for you, right?
Indeed.
I saw it on the notice board. So, what if we just turn you in for the reward and tell them that we took care of it?
We're just gonna ignore Calwyn in that case?
Let the orcs have him.
Yeah, but if we tell them that we got Sorsum from the orcs, which they'll probably find out anyway, then they'll also be like, oh, Calwyn. I feel like...
And then there's the matter of the fact that he fought against the other elves, like, helping us.
Okay,
Like, they won't take kindly to that.
Idea. What if we make it seem like Calwyn left for reasons unrelated to the orcs? If we plant like a note or something being like, I have gone away, and then we let them
on a
find the note.
sunny vacation.
Or if they think they came for you, he failed.
I don't know.
We could fake
I don't know.
We could also manipulate him like we did Sorsum. I'm just saying.
I
He's
think
right there.
with
I think where we begin is the elf girl. Because if we can easily convince her, we might be able to very possibly, maybe not likely, but possibly be able to get to
Be
what's
gentle with her. She seems terrified out of her mind. Don't like.
She seemed terrified of her uncle. I wonder if.
Yeah,
she is a witness.
We can talk to her, just not all at once. Give her some space. And also, she's currently. Isn't she currently?
Wait, are we caring about if someone's terrified now? I thought that didn't matter. It didn't matter for him. Points to Sorosum.
That's what I'm saying.
Sorosum is staying silent.
Ogilvy, I'm hearing hypocriticalness, and I thought that was only me.
Okay, well, I wasn't there when you guys interrogated Sora-san, and I'm only here now. But we took her prisoner, so she's our responsibility. And therefore, no being like, don't overwhelm her. She's currently stuck in a cage with her uncle. Like, that's not a great place to be right now. She's unconscious.
Wait, they put her in there in the same place as him? That's
I know. I wanted to tell them to stop, but I don't speak Orcish.
Oh, I don't either.
I wanted to speak to her anyway, so
okay.
Can we get her out and talk to her and like be like,
I can help out.
Sit down.
Okay. Yeah.
Conversation.
It would probably take Volker or someone else to translate for a minute, but after you get with Ukedom's permission, eventually, you manage to get this woman out of her cell, out of the cage, where there are still two orcs that are outside of the storage room, and they're basically going to be like guarding the entrance as you talk with her. Basically, Ukedom would nod and like you may speak with her, but I don't know if she should leave that room.
She shouldn't leave the room. Her uncle's in a cage in the room. That's not the most conductful place to have a talk.
Can we find a second cage, or can we trust?
Can we just like a room, a private room, like a private
I feel
room?
like you could put a door in front of her, and she wouldn't know how to open it at this point. She's terrified.
Yeah,
there's also the chance that like if she's in the same room as him, she might only say whatever he wants her to say. If you have the two of them separate, she might say yes, but there's still that fear, like when he wakes up, like
let's okay.
Yeah, I'll also move over here. My only worry is that in her fear that she will try to run.
Well, I can restrain her if she runs. That's I take responsibility if she tries to run.
I think if we just put her in a room with a locked door, we're good.
Isn't she tied up anyway?
She's injured. She's
Ukedom kind of gestures
tiny.
Ukedom just kind of gestures around the camp like you note that none of the huts have doors on them.
Okay.
There are no doors in this cave.
Okay.
The boar pit had a door.
Yeah, we're not putting her in the boar pit.
we're not.
I think we should put her
The
in
only
the bar
two places, well, actually, only three. The only three places that have gates in this entire village is the boar pen, the farm, and the front gate.
Okay, that's fine. Question: how wide are the doorways?
Not a lot of privacy. I'm telling you now.
Okay, that's fine. How wide are the doorways?
The doorways.
Like normal doorways.
The huts
to any room.
The huts are about like it's like a little larger than that, right? I would say like it's about 5 feet, mechanically speaking.
Like okay, so like
it's a single person doorway.
Could Kime theoretically just post up in the doorway and just be like, I'm a wall. You can't get past me. Could she do that?
But you've also got to not sleep.
We may guide her to my chambers.
Does your chamber have a door? Or
it does not, but many know not to disturb.
It's more secure there. There would be more security there, so
I'm fine with it. If I don't know if we're gonna keep her in there, but I'm fine with doing guard shifts to watch the door if we need to keep her.
The two orcs currently on guard, like, the moment they basically shove her in and see that she's being pulled out and, like, pulled back out of the cave, they look slightly disgruntled, but Kadam just gives them a knowing look, and they just, stand straight and acknowledge. Before Kadam just kind of walks over and, like, a bit of a firm hand on the shoulder of the woman just begins guiding her back, over towards his chambers, of which, she is shaking like a leaf.
Vigilance is gonna cast Calm Emotions. It's his last...
No.
Wait, nope, I can't. That's a second level spell and I'm out. Never mind.
Never mind then. So yeah.
I can do. I think I can still do my channel divinity to make me good at persuasion checks to get her to talk. But that would be like, it's only for 5 minutes. So you gotta tell me like when I should do that.
So yeah, I would say that would only really be applicable for like one skill check, unfortunately.
Got it. Okay.
But yeah, eventually,
I'll do that when it's
Kadam
needed.
guides her past the wounded, like, and into the personal chamber, into his personal hall.
I don't think Ogilvy's vision's working right. Wherever I put him, there's still darkness.
Yeah, because you're in a cave right now.
Oh.
Wait, can you not see anything, or do you only see like?
Oh no, I can still see some things.
Yes, but yeah, that's because you're inside a cave.
Okay.
You cannot see.
Do you not have light sources?
There are light sources in here.
The more I move his icon, the black is just moving around. It's kind of trippy.
Yeah, because
I should maybe not break the game.
Well, no, because that's your field of vision.
Cool.
You can
Where
see
are we all meeting up, by the way?
The main
Where are we all
room
meeting
with the Kadon.
Yeah.
Where like the
That
pillows
is
and stuff were.
Here?
Yep.
On the right.
In the meeting hall.
Top right corner.
Oh, here. Okay.
Volka, I presume you're also joining them.
Yams.
Okay. All right. I'll move you. Hang on.
Sorry.
You're good.
Whoop.
All right, so as the scared elven woman is sat down, still bound, by the way, sat down in the seat and like just kind of looks around in this room. There are also two guards. There are two more orc warriors that stand guard in front of the doorway to the cave. Basically, make sure that people don't disturb. And as Kadam, sits back into his throne, and all eyes are currently now on this frightened, shivering, shaking young elven woman. Like also noting on her, her weapon was dropped. Also, her belongings have since been removed, as if basically they just took it from her body. She doesn't have her holy symbol on her. She doesn't have basically anything except her clothes.
Where's her little cat griffin thing?
Her
That was
pets?
her.
Yes.
That is no longer with her.
Oh.
Okay.
No one better have killed the little kitty.
It's basically
Wait.
When it flew, the microgriffin flying off like up in the air was the signal, and then after that it disappeared.
Oh.
Yeah, the microgriffin was the signal to start all of
So
this.
we're fucked.
Oh, you're right. The microgriffin.
Oh no.
And so, as
You gotta ask her about that. Ask her about that.
However, unfortunately, as that information sinks in, and the party looks again towards the frightened to death woman, I'm afraid that's where we're gonna have to end the session for tonight. It is 8:30.
I should stop giving you opportunities for cliffhangers. This is the second time in a row.
I mean,
Okay, but I
hey,
love
it's always fun.
cliffhangers.
It's
Don't
always
even
fun to have
get on me.
cliffhangers. Leaves us things in suspense. Like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, it keeps you really working, reading, yeah.
It leaves you hooked. It leaves you hooked, man.
At least now I
Yeah.
have more time to start looking up flower
Yeah.
meanings and stuff.
It also gives you guys time to think and ask and think of some questions, and also think about what the fuck the next step is for the party. So
And to level up.
no,
Not die. Damn it.
the party is still level 3.
I want the guy. Why can't I
We're
level
level
up?
4.
Oh, sorry, level 4. My apologies. Yes, level 4.
Go ahead.
Next time we level up, maybe, hopefully.
This is... I'm in too many campaigns that are keeping me at level 4 exactly, when all my
Yeah.
cool things are at level
I love
5.
fantasy politics.
My friend,
I
when he
love
was
being
making
a
up his
frog.
D&D group, he was like, yeah, let's do it by experience points. And I just kind of looked at him like, okay, are you sure?
You sure
And
about
then-
that, buddy?
Yeah, and then like literally a day later, he was like, yeah, so if I would have done that, we would have not finished the campaign in 6 years. And I was like, yep,
Good.
I was wondering about it.
That sounds about right.
Every game I've ever played, people do the leveling different. They
Yeah.
essentially go, nope, we're not doing the experience points.
That's fair. But yeah, I hope I really hope everyone enjoyed the session as belated and delayed and all of the other shit happened. I apologize again about the technical difficulties, but nonetheless, we're here. We made it. It happened, and hopefully it was enjoyable. Fingers crossed.
I'm excited.
I hope everyone enjoyed it. Please.
Yay!
Hopefully, we're going to be coming back to some interesting interrogation 2 with
Fuck yeah.
the Sun Elf woman.
But this time
This time, what, sorry?
I'm actually gonna be present for it, hopefully, and Kime won't be zoinked out.
Yeah.
Because I feel like Kime's like internally being like, I think I missed some important things that I probably should have objected to the first time around.
Yeah. I think we roleplayed it as that, like, you didn't want to get involved because you're like, confrontation, also Keenereth, also
I think
yikes.
Kime literally zoned out, like looking at like a moth or something, and just like did not zone back in for like 30 minutes.
It was Septipnosia! No. Anyways. Also during this game, session, you got the old German lesbian romance book.
Sure did.
Fun.
And also, nature, can I please attune the sword? Can I please have the sword?
Attunement. You have to. I believe you can only attune during a long. It takes. I think it either takes an hour or.
Can I have the sword just to hold the sword? Can I have it as an item, please?
You have it as an item, but you don't know its abilities until you've attuned to it.
I don't know if I have it. I mean, like in my inventory, but I don't know if I have that yet. Yep, that's.
Also, you can.
Okay, so did Kime take the Sun Elf Blade?
Yeah, you can put it in your
Sweet.
inventory. It's just a sunblade, right?
Yeah, it's the one Ogilvy stole, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
One Ogilvy stole. Kime gave to Kime. Kime had to bluff that she didn't have it, and then had to give it back. And now she has it again, and she's like, "No, I'm keeping this."
He's like, I have it, and everyone knows.
Ogilvy is only slightly put out, but he did get the flask of moonshine, so...
Yeah. The first time Ogilvy stole it, I had to hide it between my tits. Like, that's... Like, I feel like everyone forgot that really fast.
Well, I mean, I was gonna say, I don't Kime has boobs.
I don't have tits, but it's the thought that counts. You
hit it like in your chest armor, like.
Yep.
When your boobs are so big, you can hide a fucking sword in them.
I mean, it's just a hilt.
Revolutionary Girl
Okay.
Lieutenant.
In the chat,
Wait, hold on. No, that's beautiful. Oh, God, no. Darn it. Now Kime's like, God, I wish I had boobs just to do the Revolutionary Girl Lieutenant thing.
In New World Frontier, I'm sending 2 images of horses that look like the horsey we have.
I approve of this
nice.
Where
I
are you
have
putting this?
in New World's Frontier.
Sure.
Oh, okay.
I guess I should have put it in images. But the top one is a painted Irish drought horse, and the other one is a painted Dutch warm blood horse.
Oh, they're both so pretty. Yeah.
That's so cool.
Alrighty. So, I suppose without further ado, we should probably start signing off. I sincerely hope everyone still enjoyed this session of Legends of Nordaeron: New World's Frontier. There is
I
a
like it.
yeah, for those interested in looking more into the community, into the players, and getting to know the players and everything in this lovely brainchild of mine, I suppose. There's a link to the Discord in the About section of the Twitch channel below, where people just vibe and hang out and chill most of the time. And also, if you want to talk about D&D things and Legends of Nordaeron, for those interested in that, and then blah 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 blah, yada yada yada. There's also a YouTube channel, youtube.com/natureclaws, of which the VODs as well as also highlights go up when they're ready. Gab, unfortunately for a while, Gab or Gabrielle Arts, our resident editor and also a lovely person, lovely friend of mine. They are They were, unfortunately, they were a bit busy for a while, though now, hopefully, they should, some of the highlights in the works should be getting close to getting done. Fingers crossed, we'll have to see. Nope, don't quote me on that. Yeah. What else was there? Fuck, brain, words. I think that's it. Brain. Oh, yeah. I suppose if people are curious, but at least about the next stream, tomorrow is going to be a I should say during the weekend, I tend to do chill variety streams. For those interested who just want to pop in, tomorrow I might end up playing some more Genshin. I'm not sure. We'll have to see. Getting more into the anime waifu game, anime waifu gacha game. For those who wish to see me have a time with. But yeah. Other than that, I suppose we'll have to see what happens next time. We'll have to see what brain. Well, my brain's shutting off. I'm sorry. It's getting hot in here.
Oh dear.
Oh no, he's overheating like a bad laptop.
I'm having a heat stroke. No, I'm fine.
Turn the fan on.
A bad laptop.
I speak from experience. I have the bad laptop.
That's fair. But yes,
I do too.
I hope everyone enjoyed. I hope everyone has a wonderful evening or whatever time zone they're currently in. And hopefully we'll see you guys next time. And let's see who we're going to raid.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, I don't know if you saw my message, but everyone's a little bit loud.
That's interesting. Oh, that's interesting because I also got other messages saying everyone was very quiet. Or quieter than usual.
I mean, nature's been you've been very quiet for me, so.
You were quiet for me as well. That's why I had to turn you up.
He's quiet. Everyone else
you're
was like a little bit on the
for me.
higher end.
Oh dear.
Y'all are all pretty fine for me, but
Yeah.
It was more so on stream.
The stream audio.
Yeah.
Which.
It wasn't too bad. It was just a little bit loud.
Sure.
Gotcha.
There's ways to adjust the volume on OBS to make sure it doesn't pass a certain volume. I've been having to do that lately with my stuff, so.
Either way,
we can work it out.
Yeah, we've got some time.
That's fair. Either way,
I can help you troubleshoot if you need.
That's fair.
The end of the Friday Games Chapter 0. Hooray!
Yeah. Either way, let's find someone to raid because we've been drawing this out long enough.
You can't celebrate the end of their Chapter 0.
It's not the end of the Chapter 0.
Oh.
Yeah, we've still got some actual dialogue stuff apparently.
Yeah, there's still stuff happening. Break it to you, bud.
Well, then never mind.
We have roleplay to do.
You can't have.
Chapter 0?
Well,
we have roleplay to do. That's what's going on.
Yeah.
Yay! I also love
Technically
that.
speaking, I haven't really been dividing the games into chapters because that's not how I think about the games really.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, either way.
Either way, congratulations.
Yeah, New World's Frontier has been going a lot longer than a lot of the other games, so I guess if anything, Chapter 0 would have been done by when they first finished up all the first quests in Oak Beacon. I guess I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Either way,
I think it's strange how the Wednesday game and the Friday game have the most ties between each other.
Yeah, I mean they're both on the same half of the world. But
I mean, yeah, but
same happened to Oaks, I should say.
Gal knows Ogilvy. Nox has some connections to Oak Beacon, and we're currently dealing with Volka's family,
Yeah.
and might potentially marry into Volka's family.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep. Because yeah, that's a thing.
cool.
Wednesday games having a fun time.
Yeah, they're also.
I
fighting over
should
the
tune
enemies
into
in
the
the
Wednesday
family.
games. I usually have doctor's appointments, but I want to tune in.
There's a
I'm
lot.
usually
Have you
at
ever
work
get-
whenever there's a stream or something else is going on.
Same.
Let's see. Tay's online.
I mean, hey, we got VODs. If you're gonna watch the VODs, skip the first 2 episodes.
I mean, yeah.
It's
It depends.
okay. Yeah, the first 2 episodes you can
It
watch, but they're kind of a slog to get through. If you want to get to like the quicker pace stuff, go to episode 3.
Either way.
Okay, with this campaign, all the episodes are like scattered over like 3 different people's streams.
Right. Yeah, that unfortunately for a lot of people, it's kind of impossible to catch the very early episodes of the New World's Frontier.
That's why I never tried.
That's fair. Yeah, that's why
If
it's
you
still
never
labeled,
try,
that's why
you'll
it's still
never
labeled
fail.
Episode 1 for.
Thank you, Tiger.
Yeah, that's why it's still labeled Episode 1 on the YouTube channel. Even though there were sessions and streams before that, because
I mean, for the Wednesday game, we'd been playing for most of the other games. We'd been playing for months beforehand. So
for these guys, it was
There's
years,
one VOD
so.
on my YouTube channel. There's one VOD on my YouTube channel for this game.
Damn. Either way,
spans multiple YouTube channels.
Yeah. Let's go raid Tay.
Oh, there's the iceberg.
Days with Tay. Because yeah, we've been on this long enough. I need to raid someone. Also, it's getting hot in here, and I need to do
this
things.
chat's still here. Rip.
It's getting hot.
Yeah, it's still live. We're still.
Hi, I'm Chat.
Hello.
Oh, we got 6 people. Hi, 6 people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hello.
I think the people saw about like 8 or so people, which was thank y'all for coming in.
Thank you, people.
Yeah, thank you, peeps. All right.
Thanks everyone for tuning in.
Let's see. Oh no, not.
We love you.
I'm gonna raid the channel. Days with Tay, because Tay is a very good friend.
Wasn't I the one who introduced you to Tay?
I think so. Yeah. At least we've raided them a few times, and they're also friends.
I'm the one who introduced you to Tay's channel. That's what it was.
Yes. Looks like they're currently playing Stray, which was that recent cat game that came out recently.
Yes,
Game's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm trying to avoid spoilers. I have not finished it myself yet.
That's fair.
I will say it gets pretty wild.
Yeah, it's pretty wacky.
Dun-dun.
But yeah, Tay is so sweet. Like Tay is so sweet. Their model's adorable. They're a VTuber. They deserve all of the love and support. Give them love and support. Give them time. Give them money. They're
Oh
great.
yay!
But that's my money.
I love VTubers.
Yeah, great.
That's what my icon is in Discord. That's my VTuber rig.
Oh,
Ooh.
nice.
And
cool.
for the
My friend made it for me.
the Zoroark?
It is. It's a Hisuian Zoroark.
We love Hisuian Zoroark.
That's cool.
I know. Me too.
Isn't it like what, chicken pox or something? Smallpox?
What?
That's a theory that Hisui and Zoroark's like marks are based off of some type of disease.
Oh, it says in the actual
Either
thing
way-
that he's.
Sorry.
Sorry.
We're starting the stream. Go give Tay love and support. Go be free.
Bye.
Go be minions.
No.
I refuse.
Bye.
I refuse.